Quick interruption because this fixes all content creator problems. If you're consistently adjusting your camera, losing framing when you move, or re-recording content because you drifted out of the shot, that is a waste of time and engagement. I started using the OBS Bot mini camera and it eliminated all of that. It uses AI auto tracking to follow you in real time, keeps you perfectly framed, and delivers clean, professional video without extra gear or full studio setup. Whether you're streaming, podcasting, or on client calls, this makes you look locked in and polished automatically. Stop fighting your camera and focus on your message. I dropped the affiliate link in the description. If you're serious about content, this is an easy upgrade. As you can see, I'm testing out the camera and everything, and it's working out pretty well. Hit the link, get yours.
What's the word? What's the word? What's good? Welcome to another show, another Banter and Barter show where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar. I got my guy, Unbiasedly Raw, Macaroni Tony, and Marcus. They'll be here whenever we get here. You know what I'm saying? What up? What up? What up?
Yo, what's up?
What's the word, bro?
Oh, shit.
How
Ready
you
for a
feeling?
good night, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with it. I'm with it.
We live, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, man, we got a lot of topics to cover tonight. So before we get there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification so it can continue to keep pushing the content forward and on everybody's homepage so they can come rock out with us. All right. So we're gonna get Mac up in here. Yes, sir. What up? What up? What up?
Yo. Your boy gotta get him a headpiece, man. I think I'm gonna give me a beanie or something.
You say you're gonna get you a beanie?
Gotta give me a headpiece or something, man.
Gonna get you a beanie and shit like that.
Sorry for me being late, man. Juggling hats right now.
You say he's juggling hats right now.
Yep. It's all good though. What's happening? Sorry for me being late.
Not much, bro. I'm kicking it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good on this glorious Tuesday. You feel me?
Yeah. What's happening? What's up?
Shit, there you go.
Yeah, bro. So look, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing popping open. And we're gonna start off with this icebreaker today, man. Yo, Marcus sent this icebreaker today. I thought this one would be interesting, especially for tonight. So I think this would be pretty dope before we dive into the Chris Brown and we dive into the NBA All-Star, or the NBA player who got kicked out of the NBA because of, his ideologies and, the way that he talks about God and things like that. So we're going to get into that too. But before we get there, we're going to talk about this first. So I want to go ahead and dive in to this first topic and icebreaker. We ain't going to spend much time on it. We're going to we're going to hit some points and then we're going to move on so we can get to the nitty gritty. So this mother here says, well, this Kentucky mother and daughter turned down $26 million from their land, because there's a company, they wanted to build another data center on a piece of their land, and they completely refused it. So we're going to get the full context of it, and then we'll give our thoughts and our opinions on it, all right? So let's go ahead and rock out.
Get it.
Here we go.
Mother and daughter in Kentucky have turned down a $26 million offer for their land. The offer came from an unnamed tech company wanting to build a data center. Jared Ochacher traveled to rural Kentucky and talked to the woman about their deep ties to the land.
This is the land in rural Kentucky that Delcia and her mother Ida turned down $26 million for.
I just said my land is not for sale. I never had a for sale sign on my land. I never wanted to sell my land, never even dreamed of thinking about selling my land. And it's priceless.
It's easy to say no to $26 million whenever it really doesn't buy anything that you need. Once this land is gone, there wouldn't be anything else I'd really want.
And they told me it wasn't a difficult decision, and it's one they'd make again, because this property isn't just property. It's a home, and it's a lifestyle of farming that's been passed down in generations and generations of their family.
Oh, it's all the time when we had parties. We fixed that back there for the grandkids to have, cookouts. Just ever Christmases and everything we needed, it was usually right here.
They were offered tens of thousands of dollars per acre, as were a few of their neighbors, so that an unnamed company could build a 2,000+ acre data center. It would be the biggest project in the state.
Most of the people I've been around, please don't let us down, please. Our land won't, our businesses will be destroyed here. Our homes will be no value to them left. Please don't let this happen to our county.
A community group called We Are Mason County is suing to try and slow down the process and learn who the organization is, the company is, behind the project. Back to you.
So, what are y'all thoughts on this situation? What are y'all thoughts?
Bruh, that is crazy. You know they could have squeezed 32 million dollars. They just offered 26. I mean, did you see that house, bro? Like, I don't know. I mean, I understand having like I don't want to say it's morals, but just be comfortable with like how you're living. I mean, I'm pretty sure they enjoy it. But I mean, the reason you are in business to do shit is to make that kind of money. So I don't know, bro. I would have definitely sold that in a heartbeat.
I'm looking at the situation where I think the people that's there, they at that age, they like, no. They at that age now, if they got millions of dollars, what they gonna do with it? What they gonna do with it? They living good, they trying to pass it down, all that type of stuff. They don't need millions of dollars. They know that they just want to live life. Whatever they got right now ain't nothing gonna really change as far as their lifestyle. But another thing is time comes with wisdom. If they actually sold everything, gave it to the family and everything, or is the family equipped to responsibly handle that money? You never know.
It's a fair question.
That's one of those things that they might ponder. They were like, if we give all this money, so we didn't gave up something that we didn't have for a long time, and they finna build a data center. It's not even gonna be recognizable anymore. It's just gonna be one of those data centers, and I rock with what their decision is, though. I ain't gonna lie. Couldn't a data center help? Yes, but they can build data centers anywhere, man. It's so much land, especially in the South, that's untouched. They can do it somewhere else.
Man, the data center ain't really gonna help shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers already taught it. They need to go read a book. Motherfuckers asking ChatGPT, what should I eat for breakfast and shit. We don't need no damn data center. So they did the good thing. This is what the black folks should have been learning from and should have been doing back in the day. Everybody worried about reparations and then sold all their granny houses and shit. Now you can't even wear the pair of Jordans that you use the money to buy because y'all done fucking bust them down and ran through mud and shit. So they right. If I already got all this land, one thing that you can't reproduce is land. What am I gonna do with the money after you done took the land from me? Like, I don't really give a damn. The riches is in the soil. So I rock with that decision 100%. Shit, 200 if you keep it real.
I commend them for doing it, bro, because this stuff like this happens all the time. And I would say, if you have this land, you always have a refugee like place within your family that if times get hard, you can always go to this place and do something. They got so much land, they can build on time. They can build like compounds and really like if hard times happen, they can always go back home and they'll be okay. Versus you just being a regular American going out and doing this thing called life, and you on hard times and you ain't got nowhere to go to.
Yep. I'm kind of with Marcus on this one, bro. You got a ton of land, bro. You got a ton of land. Yeah, I commend him in the fact of standing on business and like I'm not finna sell my soul for 26 million. However, there's many things that you can still do with that 26 million. You can whatever it is you got going on that farm, you can add to it. You can make the process easier for you, or like I said, you can build a compound on your land for more family to live in those homes. You can have that money you can create an entire trust for that, and you can start building on it. You can build on that. Like, listen, you got.
But if they sell it though,
was it like 100?
That makes no sense.
It wasn't all of their acres though. It was only just a piece of it. So
I don't need you on a piece.
You can give some of that piece up and then take 126 mil, and you can still make some moves with that 26 mil.
No,
that's not that shit sounds good. I can still go buy more land if I need to.
Exactly.
So,
okay, so if they need to, they can go buy more land. Why the fuck would I sell a piece of my land for y'all to come and put light pollution in my area? All this extra traffic in my area, y'all bringing extra attention to my area. It's a data center. You polluting all the soil around my area. So now all my livestock and shit's getting poisoned by all the waste and bullshit that y'all got going back in. Fuck no, I don't want y'all nowhere near my shit. Get the fuck on. Go build that shit in the middle of New Mexico somewhere where don't nobody exists. It's a lot of land elsewhere. This shit's so fucked up. They be trying to buy people out of they little rural communities and stuff when it's all this fucking untouched land that people literally can't even fucking really inhabit for real, that y'all can go set all this shit up. It's going to be automated. Drive in and drive out. Y'all set up prisons in the middle of the fucking desert. Go put the data center out there. We don't need that shit right here.
Hey, but how many jobs is going to open up? I mean, it's 200 acres they're going to build this data center on? That's a lot of jobs it's going to open up.
That's not a lot of jobs, bro.
Marcus, fuck them jobs. It's a data center. Once the construction is done, all you need is 15 people to run that shit. It ain't opening up shit. Yeah. So fuck it. Get the shit off my land. We don't want you around here.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
I think we had a point. It's based off preference, bro. Like whatever subjectively to you. I get what both sides are saying. I didn't know it was a piece. I thought it was a whole thing.
Yeah, it ain't the whole thing, just a piece of it. And they got a shit ton of it.
And this the thing. I understand. I'm gonna be on the fence on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I know people don't like people to be on the fence.
Yeah,
but I see both sides, and it's just one of those things where the deciding factor is you being a part of that family and know the history of it and how much it means to you at that point in time. It is like there's no wrong decision in this situation.
It's 1,200 acres. It's a 1,200 acre farm.
But I'll ask you this, Courtney. Do you believe there's a wrong decision in this?
Do I believe that there's a wrong decision?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It just they didn't did what they did. It's just based off how you want to do. There's no wrong decision. If you want to give a piece of your land and you make some money on there and everything, all right, cool. At the same time, what Raw is talking about, those things are going to happen. You're going to have all these people around and things that we can't even really think about right now. Is going to be some stuff that's going to be like, yo, I remember when I was young and we had this, that, and that shit gone now. Sentimental is gone. But at the same time, if it's just a piece of it, you could make some money. It could give you money, give money for your family. But at the same time, if you already own all that land and it's already paid, like it's a win-win situation. It's like you got all the cars for real. To me, and I may be wrong.
You're right. You hold the cause of the decision. So I guess it just boils down to, your personal preference at the end of the day. Again, Raw, you said no, but that's your personal preference of what you wouldn't do. Because you gotta look at it from somebody else's perspective. What if somebody needed that 26 million and they knew what exactly to do with that 26 million versus you? You like, no, I'm gonna keep my land. I'm sticking. I don't want none of that shit popping out for you. You're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing with the fact that you're right or wrong. You're right, but they're also right on the other end to the people who decide to choose the people who would say yes to that. So I'm with Mac on this. I'm on the fence on it. I'm on the fence.
It's no wrong. It's no wrong.
Ain't no wrong answer.
No, don't get me misconstrued. I'm standing on business on what I said. I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong. I'm just saying if you already got the land, quit selling the shit out to fucking corporate greed. It's just like now we trying to walk back corporations buying houses because they trying to tell everybody in the general public that you own nothing and be happy. Like, no, fuck you. I want to own my shit. If I want to fucking walk around my damn land with my dick out, pause, I should be able to do that. And I don't need y'all over here talking about, oh, we got indecent exposure on our security cameras. Who the fuck is you and why are you here? I bought this land in the middle of nowhere. Go build your shit somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. I ain't really saying there's no right or wrong. Like, yeah, I'm shaking my head and shit, but it's because I know how this shit start. They gonna buy that little corner piece, then they gonna keep annoying your ass until you sell the rest of the shit. Because now you just like, fuck it, I just want to get away from here. They done did this shit. They done did this shit in Arizona out here in Levine. It's a farm that's out in Levine that literally just closed because they was the last ones holding out, and these motherfuckers kept buying everything around them and just annoyed their ass until they fucking finally up and sold this shit. Yeah. And now it's finna be all this housing, all this dumb shit we don't need. Because I'm sorry, Arizona don't need no more humans in it. If you ain't going was good, stop coming out here. We don't need you.
Hey, we don't need that farm shit out here, bro. I live in Levine, so yeah. Fuck
no, y'all do need the farm shit in Levine.
No, we don't. Bro.
Well, see, that's the problem. You saying that because Walmart shit's sweet right now. In 15 years, check back in when they done poisoned everything, and now you wish that fucking Elder Bob was down the street and you gonna get you some eggs.
Hey, well, they'll be farmed somewhere. It's ain't gotta be in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's gonna be farmed somewhere. You gonna be eating them lab grown fucking chicken wings from Bill Gates. Them petri dish wings.
Right. I definitely moved out here to be a farmer, so we good.
Mm-hmm. And that's the problem though. Motherfuckers go in and see what's going on, and y'all change everything. And then when shit fucked up, then y'all wonder where shit went wrong. Just like everybody, they fucking go move next to the Air Force base and shit. Y'all moved there and thought shit was sweet, and y'all complaining that the plane's too loud. Now that Iran and shit needs some fucking straightening. Now y'all like, oh, well, you know, I'm on the fence because I don't like Trump, but I don't want them to bomb us. Bitch, you shouldn't move nowhere near the noise if you like peace and quiet. That same 5 fucking bedroom house that was over there next to the base, it's another one that's over there next to these people land y'all could have bought. But y'all wanted to play keeping up with the Joneses and shit. I'm into cars and stuff. A lot of our racetracks is closing now because some bum-ass motherfucker want to move next to a racetrack to complain about noise. You thought race cars were quiet? Nigga, we ain't racing Teslas. We out here putting 40, 50, 150 grand into fucking cars. We trying to hear that engine sing. Y'all don't get a fucking SS fucking Camaro or nothing just to put that shit on mute. Y'all, one of the first things people do when they get a damn performance car is change the exhaust out.
Who sold the land that the person bought? Did somebody sell it, or it was just some land that he just found and he just bought that shit off?
In Levine?
No, the spot that you talking about the racetrack.
No, it's just different people moving in and they put all these complaints in with the county and all that, and then they just make it hard. And eventually, all the because you know we in the middle of a transfer of wealth anyway.
Yeah. So
then you get the old heads that's not as stubborn as these ladies up here. And they're just like, fuck it. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Y'all could just have it.
Yeah.
Like if y'all watch that movie Ford versus Ferrari or whatever, that track Willow Springs in California, that just got sold.
I saw that shit. Yeah, I saw that movie.
That shit just got sold to a corporation. They talking about putting what the fuck I need a condo at a racetrack for? Y'all could put a fucking fuel station on this bitch and let me get busy. I don't need to sleep next to this bitch. I know how to camp. I've been using this tent and this enclosed trailer all these years. We gonna be all right.
Well, you know you gotta, but that's the thing though. You got your side and you got another side of people who would enjoy that shit. Like, man, I can go out this bitch. I got a condo right here, and then I can just pop right outside and goddamn hit the track real quick. And some people just like the view of that shit. Somebody just want to live around that space. Not, you know.
Yeah, so, but that's stupid. Go build a house down the street somewhere, not on the fucking.
I agree. I know, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact of the preference at the end of the day. Some people are like, listen, bro, I'd rather spend my money to be right there by the track. I don't want to stay down the street. I want to stay right here by the track. I want to have a condo. I want to stay right here and live in that.
And guess what the beauty is? Go build your own fucking track. Because the problem is the people that even fucking kept that shit open, y'all start fucking ostracizing them from utilizing shit. Like, don't get me wrong. It's cool if you want to be in the Porsche club and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But you got Club Miata.
Yeah.
The Miata still want to race on this shit. So don't come over here and talk about because you got a GT3 RS or a 911 Turbo S and all this. Now you don't want to be next to the Miata because their cars look dingy or whatever. And it's not that the fucking cars look dingy. You don't want to get dog walked by somebody that put 30 grand in the fucking car in their fucking garage while you went out there and spent 200,000 and realized your shit ain't really what it is. Because all that black and white look good in the pamphlet. Can you yourself sit behind the driver's wheel and make it translate to the pavement?
That's fair.
As far as this land goes, like I said, it ain't no right or wrong. Like we all got our opinions on it, but if that shit already in the family, keep it in the family. You don't need fucking 26 million for nothing if you got this. It runs itself. You can go get a grant from the government for all I give a damn if that's what the fuck you need. I get it. Marcus wants some extra fucking chicken wings and shit, so I understand why he gonna sell a piece. But he could have just had free range chicken running around
by yourself, off by yourself and fucking shoot shit. Nah, bro, I'm fucking enjoying my life. If I put all that work in, I'm enjoying the rest of my life with that money. So hell yeah.
You ain't gonna enjoy it for that long. Motherfuckers know you got 26 million. They come into work, they gonna rob your ass and get the rest of the land.
That's what I don't fuck with niggas, man. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of people, bro. So I'll be good.
It don't matter. Once you put that, there's a lot of people on your shit. You done brought more attention. And it's a rural area. The cops ain't coming out there. It take them an hour to get to you.
Yeah, you can pay this. See, that's what the 26 million come in. You can pay for that. Like, hey, listen, I need y'all around the clock over this bitch. I need y'all around the clock. I'm just saying, listen. I'm shortening your ass. I'm giving on both sides because if you got the 26 million, you can afford a couple of cops. Like, hey man, I need y'all coming through here on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just you don't got to be close around the house. I just need you on the perimeters. Make sure everything is straight. We
don't know about all that.
1,200.
26 ain't really that much. I mean, shit.
1,200 acres, man. Shit. Some people listen, man. Listen, I give up. Some people will be like, man, listen, I give up 5 acres. I give up 5 acres for that 26 mil.
I give 5, man. You
that
crazy?
Shit sound good.
Oh yeah, we good.
Some people
they got 1,200. Yeah, they fine.
To be honest with you though, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
I know what I would.
I can be 110% honest. I don't know what I would do if I'm sitting on 1,200 acres, and you like, man, listen, I just need a piece. Now, depending on the piece, now I think that's a key factor that's missing on how much exactly that piece, how big that piece is. If they're talking about half, then we ain't doing nothing. I ain't gonna even consider that. You know what I'm saying? But it just all depending upon that situation. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's all a preference. It's all a preference move. Listen, what is it that's most important to you? You know what I'm saying? Is it because the reason they ain't selling it is because it's legacy. It's all legacy. It's like this is heritage. This is your grandfather's dad, grandfather, your great grandfather founded this shit. You know, probably killed off some Indians or some shit like that, and got this land and stole this land and type of shit like that. And we've been living on it ever since. And so this house that old 1916 house that they living in probably came up in that shit too. And so
do
that.
Them bumpkins ain't getting rid of that shit.
Yeah, this is grandpa. This is great grandpa shit. So we ain't giving it up because this is legacy. So I get that factor too. So it is what you go.
I'm not giving up 6 inches of that land for you to put a mailbox post on my shit. Get the fuck on.
Yeah, I mean shit. That's fair. That's fair.
I mean shit. What's in that black family? It's a black family. I think they just barely, I don't know if they got the land back or it's still in the process, but they was barely getting their beach land back in California. They got stolen from them from the government for over. It was over 50, 60, 70 some odd years.
God damn.
That shit was straight up stolen and they was trying to lie, whatever, but the family had the paperwork on the shit and they just probably had a hard-headed motherfucker like me in the family that was like, yeah, we not finna let up. And now they finally finna get some of the land back, beachfront property. One of the dudes, he got released from slavery back in the day or whatever. And he moved out west and he had bought that joint and had the deed to it and everything. And then somehow, some way, I mean, you know, beachfront properties, prime real estate, especially in Cali. So they figured a finesse to get him up off of it. And
that's dope, then.
It went through the legal system and now they finna get the shit back. But yeah, when it come to land, bro. Like I said, ain't no right or wrong. I'm with all y'all saying.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not.
It's like I ain't going. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Oh, everything. I ain't going, bro.
Nigga, you 100 million. Nope, I'm not going, bro. I ain't selling shit.
Yeah, especially when
I ain't selling a blade of glass, a blade of grass. No.
Especially when you finna put something in that's hurting humanity more than it's helping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm straight.
I'm with that.
I know we don't live forever, but yeah, I'm straight.
I rock with that. I'm gonna hold you. But hey, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. So I want to go ahead and dive in. I want to go ahead and dive into this topic. Chris Breezy out here kissing folks on stage during the concert. Now, the backstory of the situation is apparently the woman that he was kissing, she was married. But there are other talks saying that she ain't married, that entire video was somebody else, that wasn't her husband. So we don't know if it was her husband or it wasn't, or boyfriend or whatever he is. What? Chris Brown kissing on stage. So we're gonna play the video, then we're gonna give our thoughts. All right. So let's go ahead and rock. You said CB Full Carry said CB file. All right, let's get to it.
Oh Lord. Boy, that kiss came with subtitles and credits.
So I want to play this because we don't know for sure. We don't have the 100% fact that that's her actual boyfriend or husband. So I want to play both sides. We're gonna play the what if.
You can't kiss without a mic.
We're gonna play the what if. All right. So do y'all think so what are y'all thoughts on this? You can play both sides. You can say, nigga, if this is her husband or if it ain't her husband. What are y'all thoughts on it?
You saying on both sides?
So yeah, you can play it both sides because we don't have the 100% fact that that's her husband.
Wait,
You can play
what husband at?
Oh, well,
So
apparently
if she's not married, it is what it is.
She gonna stay.
Hey, she
Okay,
knows
all right.
her.
Look.
Oh,
All
little
right.
chocolate dude that was shaking his head.
Hold on.
Yeah, definitely know her.
This is doctor. It's doctor. So this incident right here, the you saw the guy
that it was a situation with his girlfriend, right? Got on the stage. It was like a London dude or something like that.
Yeah, This is like
so.
it's a dude in London, but it wasn't as worse as this, but they doctored it up.
Yeah,
but I think they were saying like she did have a guy. He wasn't there or nothing like that. So I'm gonna play both devil advocate on both sides. If she's single and she ain't got no dude, it is what it is, dog. That's what happens at concerts. If she has a husband, you got a divorce. Hey, Courtney, I'm about to go here and celebrate my ding 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 divorce. That's what needs to happen, dog. That's what needs to happen. There's no way. I promise you. I don't care that this is a superstar. This is a one in a lifetime situation. Dog, the way she stuck her tongue out to kiss him, bro, that's crazy. If she married, that is crazy. You're not gonna be sitting there like, oh, I'm not an insecure man. It's okay. Your girl, your wife is on stage kissing a whole other man. There's no way that you can be faulted as insecure when you see this shit. No, there's no way. And if you gonna and what the women say, if you try to gaslight me to say everything is okay, there's something wrong with you, and I don't need to be with you in the first place. And anybody that agree with this tomfoolery, this dumb shit, you'll port. No, I ain't gonna say it. My bad. I ain't gonna say it. But something is like psychically wrong wrong with you if you can look at this and you're married and your wife is slopping down this dude on stage? Now the how she went with it, it wasn't like it don't even matter, bro. Like it's dog, this is bad. In yeah, you got divorced, dog. There's no way. There's no coming back from this.
So hold on, let me ask. But hold on, I gotta ask the other side of that question though.
All right.
You saying just go. It is what it is, and she's single though. But looking
if
at
she's
this,
single, that's on her.
Yeah.
It's on her. Y'all think y'all
if she's single, she not dating nobody, whatever. Hey, how we look at it as, hey, you shouldn't conduct yourself as a woman like that. That's totally different. But I think the main context is the situation within this clip. It was saying that they was married, that she's married.
I'm just trying to gauge it real. I'm just trying to gauge it because I mean,
yeah. If she's single and she ain't got nobody, I mean,
I'm standing firm on it. I'm like, nah, shorty, because you know who this nigga is.
Hold on. So all right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What's the point of contention that you have, even if she's single and she does this? What's
my point? My point of contention is the simple fact of, again, what you already mentioned. It's the behavior and how you portray yourself as, how you portray yourself in public. Mind you, content lasts forever. Everybody gonna see this. So anything that you do right now, this can backfire on you. Now, again, now this can go back to the same argument you said. Some people are like, oh, you just insecure, bitch. Do you know who you was kissing? like that's we gotta be 110% honest. We just had a full conversation about the shit that was going on in Houston. This nigga here across the globe. Ain't no telling what pills he done took, ain't no telling what chicks he done fucked on. Did we not see all the pictures this nigga, $1,200 these shorties is paying this nigga $1,200 for them to take pictures of? I'm pretty sure he done bust down a few of them. And so now you on stage kissing this fool? And he kissing you, he don't even know you from a can of paint? Nah, G. Now, cool. Do what you want to do. I agree. Do what you want to do. But the thing is, you gotta be careful, especially as a woman in this. You idolize. This is something I look at as you idolizing. This is a fantasy for you. Oh, this is Chris Brown. I'm on stage. I'm in the chair. He's singing to me. In her head, it's just him and her right now. Ain't no stage, ain't no concert. In her head, they in the room together.
I see where you coming from. You coming from a few. She doing what she doing. How that would affect her from that point on till later, till she finds somebody. Video don't never go anywhere. So yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying for you to do that. But I would say this. I think it's good for her to do that, because you want to know why?
Ooh, talk to me.
It's because it's foolproof. Like you in 4K.
Yeah.
For dudes that want to be with women and move forward, marriage and all that stuff. You showing your behavior. So this is good to do this. And I implore most women. I implore women, if y'all feel like y'all want to do this, do it. Right? Because then you will find a guy that will rock with this.
Yeah.
That's the man that you want. Now, don't be mad that some men might disqualify you for doing this. Don't be mad at it. Right? Don't be mad at it, because at the end of the day, that's not your man if he has an issue with this, right? So get with the guy that rock with this and rock out. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I saw this, it'll be over with.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. If she got,
I had to put that at the end, though. I had to put that at the end, though.
If she got a dude, then yeah, bro. This would definitely be. I don't care if you're married or not. She's your girlfriend. Then yeah, that's 100%. Then yeah, you done. Like, it's no way gonna keep fucking hanging out.
There's no way.
As far as her doing it, if she's single, I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, bro, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. I still don't think that might determine how she would be when she actually gets in a relationship. But I mean, you never know. I don't know if that I can't say that she'll be the same person if she's in a relationship, you know, being that kind of loose. So I can't really make that judgment. But for me, yeah, I would say I wouldn't do too much judgment on like what she's doing right now, just in the moment. But like I said, yeah, if she's got a dude, I don't give a fuck if it's her boyfriend, and she's doing some type of shit like this, it's all fucked up, bro. She should
Marcus,
definitely
we have to be on the side of women. You have to be. We have to be on the side of women. We gotta look through the lens of women. You have to have self-control. Why are you doing all this stuff and you don't have no self-control?
Hey, well, you gotta have self-control when you with somebody. 100%.
No. We gotta take the advice from women. Like, you as a man, you don't have big discipline. So you as a woman, you need to have discipline too.
Oh, right? I don't think it's a good look. I don't think it's a good look at all. Like either
no. We gotta go with the women, dog. We gotta go with the women because they say we need to have discipline. So if that's the case, women need to have the discipline too. It doesn't matter if this is a superstar. She was thinking with her pussy. Right?
Hey. No, right? the whole that men need to have dick discipline. Women don't know what the hell they're talking about when they say that shit.
No. We have to do the same thing. So, right. So if women saying we need to have dick discipline, I'm looking at them. I'd rather see a sermon than to hear one any day. If that's the case, if you are giving me information saying we need to have dick discipline, you need to have pussy discipline, because just because I'm horny, right, doesn't mean I'm flipping it out or whatever. But if a girl is doing whatever she's doing, I'm horny, I might do some actions that make me move like how she did. Right?
It's a possibility.
She was thinking with her what? Chris Brown is talking about sex, dancing, this, that, everything is sexual. So you saw how she licked her tongue out?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she was trying to do something nasty. So I think the situation is she need to have pussy discipline.
I see what you're saying,
and I don't think she has it.
She going out with a super freak. She going out with a motherfucker. That's all he want to do is fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. It ain't no.
That's a problem. That's a problem for me.
There's no glimpse of, hey, I'm gonna change your life and you might be with me. No, this dude's like, all I want to do is fucking rock that shit.
Yeah,
from that lens, she knows what it is.
For the degeneracy that's going on, because she can't control her pussy. Just because a guy got status and all that type of stuff, she just open it up and kiss a guy, random guy on stage. That's crazy. What a discipline that.
That's true. No, especially since it's just gonna be televised.
For the people that's viewing, I'm being very, very facetious. I am. I'm just saying how it sounds to men when we hear this dumbass shit.
It's crazy,
right? Yeah. She enjoying her. She's single. She can do what she want to do. So when a man's single and do what he want to do, it's an issue. You need to pack it up and have discipline. But when the women go out,
no.
They don't need to have discipline. It's Chris Brown.
It's his fault. It's his fault. Yeah. When they say dudes need big discipline, what they're trying to say is you should be the one not tempting me to kiss you. So you need to have the discipline. So it's always gonna fall back on the man that it's his fault. Don't matter what it is. The woman has always been enticed, and it's the dude's fault. So it really doesn't matter. So the dick discipline means if your dick was disciplined, y'all would have never had sex, no matter what the fuck she did. So that's how they mind roll. It's always somebody else's fault but theirs.
What you got, Ro?
I'm more toxic than y'all.
Oh yeah, you with the shits, huh?
Women, keep your tongue in your mouth. Stop. Just like dudes, keep your dick in your pants. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
I ain't gonna say I'm with the shits per se, but if you did your big one, then that hall pass book is open. Yeah, so when you was worried about Shanquisha and Zaquata and Brittany and Samantha, I'm gonna have to spin and see what they really on. You did your big one. So
that's fair. So you gotta you coming from the standpoint of so you got a chance to kiss Chris Brown, so that means I get the buzz down at least 3.
It ain't even 3. I'm getting a 5-piece off the rip, and I don't want to hear shit about it.
Oh, what you saying? Shit to me.
I don't want to hear shit. I don't care if this is what you've been dreaming about since the fucking 6th grade. You did your big one, and you've been accusing me because these bitches be flirting with me, and I've been turning them down to protect your pride. And you did this shit. I'm hanging them bitches off the ceiling fan.
Well, hold on, Raw.
Oh,
No,
crazy.
10. No, 10. Because one, this you did the big one, and you was on stage, and this video is gonna surface for years on. 10.
Yeah.
I need 10. I need 10.
Yeah. I might come home with a whole sister wife for your ass after that.
She's still gonna get a dude though, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
facts.
but
It's gonna be a dude that's gonna be out there and be like, hey, y'all have an issue with my wife. It was one time. It's not that serious. Y'all insecure, and I'm with her. And she gonna be like, yeah. She gonna leave his ass after about 4 years.
Hey, well, shit.
So that type, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like when I always say, I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. What I understand about like women is they don't like how you say things, but you still need to say it, and you need to be 100% how you move, and don't move from it, because
I'm knocking Halle Berry through the attic, from the basement to the attic.
No,
hell no.
Nope, I would not. I would
not kiss no damn Halle Berry. Come on, though.
No.
They are holier than thou. Me, I'm pulling her through them.
Y'all got it, bro.
He said, "Hey, nah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Nope, you can have it."
Boy, I'm putting that Hurricane Chris on, and I'm
hold on.
Yeah.
What her name is? Tyranny?
That's Tyranny from Fatty.
Oh, Tyranny. Let me tell you, she's old.
I don't care. I'm knocking the dust out that
like
dungeon.
an old ass lady. Come on, man, that's crazy.
I'm knocking the dust out that dungeon. She gonna be spamming that life alert button, fucking with me. You shitting me?
And y'all was talking shit about Oprah? Oh, come on, man.
Hell yeah. Listen.
Hey, Courtney, stop. Tyranny. Hold on. Stop. Tyranny.
No, hold on. I gotta address Marcus first. He said we addressing Oprah. No, they're two different people.
No.
Listen, I still said no. I still said no. Ross said he was still good. I said no.
Y'all said your boy Ross give me shit about Oprah, and now he talking about busting out old ass Halle Berry. For
Nigga,
free.
that's a premium deadbeat mom. I'm getting the check too. Shit.
For free. At least, hey,
I'm scrambling her eggs.
Hey, Oprah's a billionaire. Yeah, come on, bro.
I don't care about that turtle. I'm scrambling them eggs.
Hey, bro. Let me do this. Let's stop for a second. Tyranny.
Oh Lord, it's a snapping turtle.
Tyranny. Don't come on this platform with this extra ass shit that you be doing on them other shows. Like she said, would y'all kiss the best looking white girl? Who the fuck talking about white girls?
Would y'all kiss the best looking white girl? What do you mean?
The fuck?
Tyranny, get your ass off here, bro. Like you be on some weird shit.
You can stay, bro.
Funny.
Let her talk her talk.
All right, let her talk her talk, but at the same time, we have to clarify. You when she be getting her shit off on these other platforms and she be saying some dumbass shit. That was some dumbass shit. We're not even talking about white. Every woman that we brought up was black women and all that type of stuff. We're not saying that we hate black women, nothing like that. Why the fuck are you actually talking? Oh, my bad.
Are you bullying her for her past?
No.
Hey, we're never saying we hate white women either, though. So
I'm bullying her based off that dumb shit because I don't like when we actually talking about something, they move the goalposts and they purposely derail the conversation.
But wait, so even though she purposely derailed, who is the best looking white girl anyway?
I don't know.
Tyranny, drop your top three.
No, she in the chat. Hey, no. She in the chat. She can tell us who the best looking white girl because I never dated a white girl. I never slept with a white girl. So who is the best looking white girl to you?
We need top three.
Top three. What's your top three white girls that you think black men fondle over? Like we just Oh my God, that's the best white bitch that we know. Go ahead, give us the top 3 since you so educated on like how bad white bitches is.
Like,
No,
what?
I'm on my shit today, Courtney dog.
Hey,
It
bro,
is-
she
it
got
is what
you,
it
man.
is
She
today,
got
bro.
you, bro.
It's some bad ones. It's some bad ones out here, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, she got you.
Which ones?
Name them.
Name some on there, Courtney.
Megan Fox.
Hey, bro,
We
I
were
don't
talking.
know,
We
was
were
that-
talking
was
about
that-
black women, and we were not being
I ain't
disrespectful
talking about
black
Caitlin
women.
Clark neither.
Name
But was
the
that
white
supposed to be-
I ain't
bitches that
talking.
you think.
Hell no, I ain't talking about her either.
Hey, but was that supposed to be like a snap or something? Like,
Hell no.
what about the finest 3 white women? I don't know if that was supposed to be something that we were supposed to be like.
Oh, yeah, she on some bullshit. I'm about
Bro,
to time
she
my ass
said
out.
pearly things, bro.
Tyranny, chill.
Hey, next.
That nigga crazy.
Fucking Britney
She
Spears, bro.
said pearly things, dog. Pearly
Damn.
things. Britney Spears. Come on,
No,
dog. Next subject, dog. Hey, look. Hey, all of us. Let's just stop. Next thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
she got you, man. She got your blood pressure up, man.
Tyranny, you wild for that one. Really?
Damn.
You can go Google some pretty white girls. You gotta do better than that, man.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Who was that
That's
white girl that was
crazy.
rapping that we got up out of here for cultural appropriation?
Who Iggy Azalea?
Yeah, she could at least drop that.
Yeah, you could
You
say
could at least said that.
Yeah,
What
could have
you
did Iggy.
Make sure
I
you like
guess-
make sure you like it too, Tyranny. Make sure you like the live too. Since you just
Oh.
dropped it in, make sure you
All
like
right, Tim. Thanks for dropping in.
Hey, you know what? To really make
Appreciate
him hot. What was
She
the girl?
stirred the pot and left the kitchen.
Hey, what was that
Yeah.
girl who was who did the make a no, what was the one she did?
Oh,
the
you talking
jeans
about
commercial?
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah. One of them. That would have made it hot. Like,
She half decent, but she's still mid to me.
Hey, Christina Aguilera kind of fine though.
who?
when she was younger, yeah.
Yeah, when she was younger. I ain't talking about
Yeah.
right now.
Cool.
Christina Aguilera.
That's what I thought you said.
Oh, hey, look. Oh, my bad. She might be right about something. Topanga.
No, that's what I was gonna say after Iggy Azalea.
Topanga.
Nah, don't get the itch in that beard now, Marcus. That was a hood legend.
Oh shit, I know. What are you talking about?
I'm telling now to my legend, boy. You hear me?
Man,
Yeah.
that's like Trump in the 90s. Everybody.
What's her face off of damn, what was her name off of Saved by the Bell?
Oh, which one?
Oh, I know you ain't talking about
Which
Stephanie off
one?
Saved by-
Come on,
Saved
bro.
by the
What you
Bell.
talking about, man? You talking about
The
Kelly?
main one, bro. The main one. Kelly.
Nah. What? She was straight. She was straight. She was just too white for me though.
Man, she didn't give no fucks.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Shit.
No fucks.
I don't know. I ain't never dipped in non-melanated water, so I don't know.
Well, you ain't never dipped into the white chocolate.
I never dipped in it either. So I'm kind of.
I feel you, bro.
It's funny too, because
I always was in proximities. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, one of my old roommates used to work for Apple, and like them motherfuckers, they party. It's a whole lot of stuff. I don't know how them people got jobs, but when they party, they party. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All right.
But it be flooded with white chicks, and a lot of them used to be on me, but shit. All right, thanks for the compliment, I guess. I'm finna go get into this drink. Leave me alone. They about to have me out here in 50 years looking like Bill Cosby.
I feel that.
Boy, they scrubbing the ozone layer to fuck Bill Cosby over.
I feel that.
Hey, the money game be going. I don't know, Loso.
Yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so we finna get down and dirty now. Pause.
Hey yo,
that's crazy, Sean. That
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What?
The boy, what? Courtney, dog, what you drinking tonight?
But nothing but water.
You drinking white waters?
You drinking water from that's contaminated?
No, that's that whites only fountain.
Bruh. So there was this chick, and which was confirmed by our very own Macaroni Tony that this is DL Hughley's daughter.
Oh
So
Lord.
apparently Shorty used to be she was a 304, and now she got her sweet life. She got her nerd boy, and she living her life.
Oh, sweet life of Zach and Cody, huh?
She living her life, and she got a lot of things to say. So I'm curious about everything that she has to say, and we're gonna give our thoughts and opinions on it. All right, so let's go ahead and rock out.
Back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones. I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me, drinking an old fashioned, waiting for him to come downstairs to join me because he's putting our kids to bed. Marry the nerd.
Let me hear that again.
You know, back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones. I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me, drinking an old fashioned, waiting for him to come downstairs to join me because he's putting our kids to bed. Marry the nerd.
That's that masculine energy right there, baby.
All right, since this is my topic, let me say what I gotta say about this, bro. I don't have a problem with her picking better, right? Because we always say you need to pick better people and all that type of stuff. But it's a common thing that's going on that bothers me. It's like women in general are giving they unsolicited like think pieces to talk about their situation and at the same time belittling their counterpart at that point, you know, when they saying what they saying, right? They saying he nasty socks. She was just dealing with the worst of the worst, giving it up. And he's up putting the kids to bed. He done provided his house and all that stuff. She in the back porch doing whatever she doing. I ain't got no problem with it because you done found a good guy and all that type of stuff. But when you do stuff like that, it's kind of like belittling the man for being the man that he's supposed to be. The term nerd is something that was created that makes people feel comfortable like a crutch because that person is way more capable than like an average person. You know what I'm saying? He always made the better grades and the X, Y, and Z. I ain't finna go on no long tangent or whatever, but that's what it is. So he's not a nerd. He's just more knowledgeable than you, than a lot of people. And that's usually the better pick for real, because at the same time, as you can see, she was messing with dirty sock ass mother. Bro, what color socks she was dudes that she was messing with?
She was messing with Dusties, bro.
Most guys wear black socks. So she was even messing with dudes with white socks that she could understand that they had dirty socks.
Yeah, they had white socks, but they had black Air Force Ones.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's one of those things. Okay, you finally found a good guy, and you put it on social media and all that stuff, and you recorded it, and you were like, you know what? I'm gonna show everybody how much of a good life I got by getting ran through with dirty sock ass dudes, and then I found a dude and say, "Hey, woman, get with the nerd." Why are you calling your man a nerd? He's doing like you are too young-minded to understand the difference between being a nerd and a capable human being, a capable adult. There's a difference between being a nerd and a fucking adult when you at the age that you at. When you saying that you calling your husband a nerd,
he might be.
He gotta be.
I ain't gonna say he gotta be, but he might be. But here's the thing: I don't want you to put the negative connotation. Make it an actual dope thing to be a nerd. Because
no.
What I was doing is trying to change the narrative of what a nerd is.
Yeah,
a nerd is somebody that's before his time. He's disciplined. He know what he wants. He learning everything X, Y, and Z. Nerd is something that's like in school because everybody want to be cool. Mm-hmm. And you a nerd because you making better grades. Like nerd is associated with grades. When you get older, that whole grade system, that's out the window. Why are you calling this man a nerd because he's being a fucking adult? What you seeing right here? Look at the picture right now. Look at her right now. Her calling her dude a nerd. She's a child.
But what type of dude's gonna take that? Like, what type of dude
that
gonna
she
be?
got with?
That's what I'm saying. So what is he? What kind of dude would like literally like? I'm sure he's gonna see this, and the conversation is probably gonna be like, "Oh, you funny" type shit. I just don't know. I mean, type of dudes I know that would be okay with this shit. I wouldn't call them nerds, but I definitely call them simps for sure, because it'd be no way we're at my crib and my girl's gonna be talking on social media about me like this, and I won't be cool with it. And that shit just ain't gonna fucking fly. So I mean, it'd be no way that shit would ever happen. So maybe she should have said simp versus nerd.
Hey, bro.
No, she said what she said.
Yeah,
I see the chat. They be talking about nerds clapping, cheating, all that type of stuff. Yeah, y'all say that shit right now. In the real world, they be talking about the nerds bad. And now that she got a guy that's capable and he's being an adult, now it's one of those things the women are saying, well, I ain't gonna say woman, it's just her. She's saying date the nerd. So it's like, it just hit me. I think my problem with this is that you are going online talking about things that's within your relationship and you ain't ran it by your guy. And then you making him look a certain way based off how you feel. That's not emotional intelligence. Women always talking about emotional intelligence. You don't know how he gonna feel when you go in your backyard and say, "Hey, date the nerd." I'd have got ran through with dirty sock ass niggas and shit like that. And I finally got the nerd, and he'd have provided this big backyard, good house. I'm sitting here drinking. Hey, date the nerd. You know how much work that man had to do to be who he is today?
He probably had to be a nerd.
He didn't have to do that much work. He was doing what he was doing.
No, a bit. Listen, I know. Oh, no, hear me out. What I'm saying.
He's a pediatrician, so he had to do a lot of work.
Understand. I understand what you're saying 100%, Courtney.
He probably had to be a nerd in order to get to the position that he's in, so she can live the life that she want to live. So
he's a doctor.
That's the point. So that's the point that I mentioned. I'm like, shit, he might be a nerd, but I'm in agreement with you. I'm in agreement with you in the fact that, what I'm saying, she all online, spewing out her information, doing the shit that these other women have been doing, which is stupid, by the way. But again, it also goes to show you, and it also talks about what we always talk about. There's always somebody that's gonna get these bust downs. And on top of that, she's proven it again that them hoes going for anybody.
Yeah, but it's a quote that's as old as time. And she literally just said it without saying it word for word. Nice guys finish
last.
Well, shit.
So she found her Russell Wilson.
But she's pretty much saying she is the masculine one in the relationship. I mean, she's drinking an old fashioned. She's talking about how this dude's putting away the kids and how he built her a fire and he waiting till the kids are put up. So she's pretty much saying, "Yo, I'm the masculine one in this relationship. I can do this." Like I said, only she's missing is a cigar, bro, and she'll be good.
I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, but that may not be the case as well. It may just be a simple fact. Like, listen, I got the kid. You know what I'm saying? You go do what you do. I'll go ahead and put the kids to bed because I've been at work all day. I want to spend a little time with the kids. I'm gonna put them to bed. I'm just looking at it from all angles.
That could happen. That could happen. But she wouldn't be boasting she wouldn't be saying it the way she's saying it now.
That's fair.
She would not be saying it. If it was that way, she's like, "Yo, my husband is so supportive. He wanted to spend time with the kids. He wanted to put them down to bed. I'm so lucky." She would not be saying the way she's saying it. She's almost like, "Yo, like this motherfucker's putting to bed." Just like some dudes would say some shit. Just like some dudes would be like, "Yo, I got a good girl. She's doing it." Blah blah blah. I mean, she was just kind of like barking off like that. And that's and thing is, you know what? And that's what kind of because we know who her dad is. And that's kind of a question that
D.L. Hughley.
Yeah. So that's kind of a question too that I have too. Like when some of these cats, when some of these dudes are raising their daughters, you think sometimes they might be raising them a little bit too independent?
Yep.
I say that's right because if you got a lot of men that were very active when they was young, so they understand the game. So then when they have daughters, it's like they want to try they go all the way one way to try to deter them from being with a guy that was like them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
So it's like one of those things. I ain't gonna. I don't know if BL Hughes was like that or whatever. But at the same time, I have my biases about BL Hughley. But I look at the situation. I think everybody is right. I just think within the situation, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a woman actually finding a good guy and he's doing what he's supposed to do, and then she can relax because what I do and everything. If my wife in the backyard having a cocktail of her choice or whatever, based off what I done for her, I feel like I did what I supposed to do as a man. But I don't think she will position it in a way that that go online and put a negative connotation on me to say, hey, date a nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like date a nerd. Like stop. Like okay, nerds they about to get played now.
Man, that nerd ass nigga ain't worried about nothing she
but at
said.
the same time, but this is my whole thing. Social media is based off what it is that's like on the screen. We don't know what's actually going on and all that stuff. She can be lying her ass off or whatever. But if we actually give credence of what she's saying,
Man.
I my whole thing is me as a man, right? My wife is online calling me a nerd and all that type of stuff, and at the same time she kicking it and chilling. I'll be like, why you post that? What's going on with you?
Y'all starting arguments. She got that drink and she in front of that fire preheating that coochie to 350.
And look,
I'm knocking the turkey stuffing out that motherfucker.
Hey, look, after we cut the camera off, I'll be like, hey, yo, why would you post that? She on that drink, she'll be the same chick and be like, what's the issue? And you be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I just put the kids up and everything, but you online and you call me a nerd. Like, what's up with that? You're a nerd, ain't you? It's like I don't think I'm a nerd. Like, what you got going on? And you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you starting an argument.
Right.
Get some head. You put the kids to bed, go get some head.
In general, so the dude started the argument.
No, I'm saying in your scenario, you starting an argument.
That's what I'm saying. The dude started
right
arguing. In that scenario, if you like, man, that's crazy. You calling me a nerd online and all that stuff. Is the dude he started?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say she said that a couple of times because she's cool with saying it online. So I'm pretty sure he
because her homegirl still dating Futures. She done found her Russell Wilson. She like, hey, listen, I'm outside in front of the fire drinking this drink. This motherfucking coochie throbbing. I can't wait for this man to get down and rub me down and put me through this motherfucking cobblestone fire pit that's outside. So she like, shit, y'all over here dealing with motherfuckers saving them as seafood boil and T-Mobile bill. But when you could go get the one dude that's gonna go to work, come down, hold the house down, and still take you to Pound Town. You can get you an all-in-one, get you a little Army Swiss knife. Or you can go out there and keep going to the dollar store, buying knives every time the handle break.
So you probably, I see what Ross saying. He probably like shit. He probably out there looking at her ass on her phone, on recording. He gonna come out there, man. Put your head in my lap.
Man, you see me?
No.
She about to throw up that whole drink. Like, what's all that shit? I'm a nerd. All right, let me stop your breathing with this pipe real quick.
Got some funny shit.
I don't think real life works like that.
If she has the,
that's because y'all like to argue.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all.
No, it wouldn't be no argument.
Got the
I would never
audacity.
get a chick who would do something like that. I would never be with a girl who would do something like that. So it wouldn't be an argument.
All right. I'm gonna let Matt get his thing off. I'll rebuttal that in a minute. What you talking about?
Let me ask y'all. If she had the audacity to say what she said, do you feel like within the household, do you think it's like it was just that, and isn't nothing else going on.
What do you mean, like? What do you mean, like in regards to what would you say?
So if she has the audacity to go online and talk about y'all relationship, personal stuff, go online, call you a nerd, how do you think that she's actually treating him when the camera's off?
Oh, like he ain't shit.
Nah, I don't think so.
I doubt that.
I don't know what the hell y'all seeing, man. But like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Respectful women don't do shit like that, bro. Like she's the type of girl that I see that holds up the factor that she's married. And the thing is that she's got a dude that will never challenge her. She got a dude that won't say shit because she says some shit to most dudes who got a backbone and tell her to shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing. Most dudes in those relationships ain't got a backbone like that. That's for one. But for two though, here's another situation though. She may think it's okay. Yeah, she may talk like that in the house, but he probably just brush it off. He don't look at it as nothing. She probably calls a nigga nerd all the time. He be like, shit, and what? Yep, I am. Of course,
he doesn't care about it. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So I don't think necessarily is causing a problem in the house.
Oh, I don't think it is at all. I think he's cool with it. I think he is okay with it.
No, I'm gonna be honest in this situation. Yeah, we hear a lot of what up, Zyrax, what's good with you? What up, Jordan? What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that every situation, every time a woman gets on the platform, there's something going on the back end. In some cases, some women, the way that they're talking right here, that's probably how they talk in the household. But a lot of times, the guy just brush it off. He ain't really taking that serious. He's like, oh, she's just up here talking her shit, so I'm just gonna let that shit roll off. I'm gonna keep it pushing, do what I do. He don't give a fuck. Yeah. But then there are other situations too where some men, because we already understand men who do care about that, they already know that their woman ain't finna get online and say some crazy shit like that. They're not even online in the first fucking place. They're not even talking about their marriage. They're not even talking about their relationships online in the first fucking place. So we wouldn't even be having that conversation about them. So in this case, it could be true or not true. Some could be going on, some could not be going on. It's all speculation.
But then, but the thing is behaviors. Like certain behaviors, that person has a certain kind of person they are. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not. I mean, I can see this chick just say, for instance, could be flirting with some other dude in her dude's face, and he'd be like, she ain't gonna do that.
He's not that tight, bro.
But we don't know who he is. We don't need
to know who he is. He gonna put her through. She gonna bite the pillow behind what she just said.
Okay, man. Well, anyways, it is
biting it. Come on, man. First of all, I don't take no woman with a Dr. Eggman fucking forehead serious. So her, Jess from Room 9, Autumn, if your motherfucking forehead start from back here, like you salute from the crown of your head, I already just don't even listen to nothing you got going on.
Oh, you said Jess?
Hey man, you supposed to let that slide, man. You didn't even supposed to bring that back around.
Hey,
man.
listen, it just registered in my head. It just registered in my head, dog.
But I don't take moments like that serious. And I can tell you one thing for sure. This the kind of chick that even though we reviewing what she said and we taking it that she's dogging her man, she the only one that's allowed to play with her man like that. She not gonna let nobody else talk shit about that dude because at the end of the day, she still knows she got a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is what the broke version of Sierra look like. Sierra got media training, so she not gonna get online and put all her fucking Russell Wilson shit out in traffic. But she gonna drop that prayer on the album so the rest of these bitches can wish on a star. This is her version of y'all can wish on a star. She's like, hey, I ran the chitlin circuit. I was a hoe. I'm reformed. Just so you know, there's hope out there. If you want to get put up in a stable, you got to start saying no to Cain and say yes to Abel. That's all she on. So, yeah, she over there. She lit. What's happening is it's taking too long for them kids to go down and that motherfucking cooter throbbing. So now she just spewing out the mouth until something can go in there and plug it. That's all that's really going on. we making her seem more toxic than she is. Like, is it making the dude sound goofy? To a varying degree. Yeah, I get it. I understand what Mac's saying. Like, shit, y'all making fucking nerds feel like, you know, they just the filter of the earth and they damn near toilet paper. And once you done shitting on everything, you just pick one of them up and wipe yourself with it and clean back off. Like, I get all that, but she just lit talking her little shit, and we don't know the dude. So honestly, the dude's still winning because he got one that's trained to do some amazing things. He got an associate's degree in blacklight activities.
Like this, man. If I'm doing what I'm doing in the household and she on the phone doing that, I'll feel some type of way. Not saying that I'm divorced or whatever. I'll be like, why? What was the thing that you felt like you had to go online and call me a nerd and all that type of shit? You know what I'm saying?
We don't know you. Why you feel away?
Because people don't know me. Why? I'm not even all right.
So you a superhero because nobody knows you.
No. My whole thing is you go online, nobody know who I am, and you label me as a nerd.
And you winning.
How?
What she say? He a pediatrician or some shit? What she say that man is?
Yeah.
No, how he winning? I'm talking about the relationship situation. Like he winning, he got her and all that type of stuff. And it's okay. If he was single by himself doing what he doing, okay, he winning, right? But
he winning with her too.
All right. I think my whole thing about it is this is subjective to me. It's like, do you have the capacity to like think about what you about to say before you say it online, and how that would happen?
Maybe I played too many video games growing up. See, the way I see it, everybody got main character energy, right? So boom, Courtney's a main character. You got the Courtney Edgar show. We main characters on Banter and Barter. You main character when you're doing the lawn care. And Marcus the main character when, you know, he's stuffing intestines and shit and tying knots. I ain't gonna say what it is.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I am the king.
But she talking, she on her, she over here getting her stress off into the rest of the world. That dude is an NPC. It's like when you playing Grand Theft Auto, you just got the random person that you hit when you blew through the stoplight. Like nobody gives a fuck about that character. And it's the same way. Like we see her talking, nobody really gives a fuck about old boy, because if she don't bring him up tomorrow, the next time she posts a video, we done forgot what she said yesterday. Half the motherfuckers just coming to see what's on her mind with that big old billboard forehead. So at the end of the day, Buddy's still winning. He got a shorty put up. She know how to play hide the stick and balls. She finna deep-throw him in the worst way. It's other motherfuckers outside struggling right now to get a text back.
Man,
hey, the thing
I put it like this, bro. I guess me subjectively, I'm more of like whatever's going on in my household is in my household. Giving it to everybody, saying I'm a nerd, all that giving all the information to everybody that's going on in my household and all that stuff. I feel like that's like disrespectful. Going online and saying a whole bunch of stuff, and my wife or who I'm with, they're not right there, so we can actually have the conversation to everybody, so they can have a granular understanding of what's going on. I'm sitting here doing all this stuff upstairs and all this type of stuff, and you feeling yourself, and you post some stuff and understanding all the people that follow us and all that type of stuff. They gonna know who they talking about, and then like, dog, your wife calling you a nerd and all that type of shit online. And you know that's kind of crazy and whatever. I just think that I don't know. I think I'm real private about it. And I think when you bring that outside of it,
You wouldn't get past second date with a chick, bro. Like it would be done. Like at the second date, y'all be done because the type of personality she has. Like girl, like a lot of people say that a lot of people are just different. There's only a few different personalities that women have, and I've dated girls like this before. Like they kind of want to be the center of the party. Like they will do whatever they don't try to, but they will humiliate you and make you look like shit, kind of to be funny and shit. And a lot of times, some people just don't deal with that type of shit. Like I say, so like this type of girl, like you wouldn't be like the dates wouldn't go past second date. But these also the type of chicks who would be talking, saying that that they want like those strong men that make a lot of money, just masculine type shit. And there's no way that shit would ever fly because the dude won't deal with that sort of attitude. So she got one part. She got to do that makes good money. So like, but everything else, like he's definitely not masculine. I can guarantee you by the way she talks, and she will complain about that to other people. I guarantee you.
Sometimes even you know how sometimes we have to reverse stuff for women for them to understand. I think sometimes us as men we got to do the same thing, right? It's like, if I was to go online and say, "Yo, get yourself a woman that's not knowledgeable and all that type of stuff," and get like I always was dealing with these chicks that had a high body count, doing this, they had a bunch of experience. Dog, get you a girl that don't know shit.
Like it's a flex.
Get you a girl that don't know shit. I'm sitting here, I can tell her, look, she bringing my food right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying? She
barely graduated high school. Yeah.
She don't know nothing. She just know me and everything. Get yourself a woman that don't know shit. You see what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers will go crazy.
Now look, the women are like, why are you online having to say that? Why are you online saying that? If she's fixing you this, that, and the third, and you made it your point, hey, I'm gonna say this. Now it goes viral. All her friends seeing it, all her family members seeing it, and all that type of stuff. It's like, yo, your husband was like shitting on you today. You know what I'm saying? Your husband was shitting on you today, like, yeah, she my servant, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. She fixing me, this, that, and the third. Hey, bro, get you a dumb girl that don't know nothing.
And like money hungry girls would be cool with you saying that.
Right.
Like,
so now it's one of those things that, like, if I was to say that, no, it'll be an issue. That's how I feel about the situation. You know.
I mean, that's understandable. I'm just a retired.
Yeah, it doesn't match up.
So I don't really.
Like I said, she be the same one complaining about that. She deserves a dude that's masculine, a high earner, and all this other shit. But she doesn't have the attitude to fit it.
My whole thing about it is why.
Because she thinks she deserves.
Like, why post it? Like what I said. Like, I'm kicking it in my man room, and she's serving me. She don't know nothing.
It makes you feel like a king. There's other, there's other girls responding back to that.
No, it's like I've been dealing with a whole bunch of ratchet ass chicks my whole life, right? I'm snatching wigs every time we go out. They always fighting and all that type of stuff. And I finally got a girl that don't know nothing, ain't been nowhere, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, I got me a girl that don't know nothing. If I say anything X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 she ain't gonna. Man, look, it is what it is, man. Get you a chick that don't know shit. You know how much of an uproar that would be?
But the thing is, dudes don't look at it. So, like, the reason she did it because I know she got a whole bunch of positive responses from a lot of women.
Of course,
she's a girl boss or whatever the fucking things are. If you did the same thing, a lot of men would probably be like, bro, that's kind of foul. You probably shouldn't be saying that. You know what I mean? So, like, you wouldn't get the same response that she's getting, that validation. You wouldn't even get it.
But, like, even with, the whole thing of why would she do something like that, that's where it comes down to the main character energy. In
I can't hear nothing, players. I'm going to get out, come back in.
Oh damn, StreamYard jacking up like that. But yeah, so the thing is, she has main character energy, and in her story, she's the main character. So all the bullshit she been through, only she knows what she's been through. She feels like she's finally at a spot where she's winning, and she just giving her testimony, really. But to me, as a dude, I didn't really take it that she said anything like derogatory to where I'll be in my chest about it. Like, okay, I'm a nerd, so what? Like, my head was in the books. Half my homies done died. I done got here to where I'm at. Whoop-de-doo. You warm, the kids asleep. Now, what's all them texts you was sending all day talking about all that nasty stuff you was trying to get into? Run it. I don't really care about, like, if it's something to where we both had social medias and we running it up, now you on your side. Then I'll be like, okay, yeah, you making me look bad or whatever. But if this is just your social media and you getting your stress off over there, nobody really know me. I don't really care. Like, you fit what I needed from you out of a woman, which is why you're here with me to begin with. If them little 50 people you entertaining on your social media, that's what it takes for you to get out my ear so I can finish doing what I got to do. Enjoy yourself.
I mean, it's not 50 people. That shit went viral.
Yeah, but before it went viral, so now, even now that it's viral, it ain't like we all go into her page daily, checking to see what she gonna say next. That one video went viral. That might be her only viral moment for the next 3 years. So it's not really hurting nothing.
That's the reason why I was asking why. You know what I'm saying? Because we in the information stage right now. Anybody can go viral. And one of the things that I feel like is disrespectful is going online talking about your significant other in a way that y'all haven't discussed, and you belittle your significant other to big up yourself.
Did she really belittle him though?
No, she purposely did that, bro.
Yeah,
like
but
there's no way. My whole thing is what my whole thing about it is, we live in, like I said, we live in the information stage, right? So it's just one of those things where if you value your significant other like how you really do, you would think twice before you post something saying something about them. You know what I'm saying? You would think twice and you'd be like, yo, this might not look good if I say this. No, I ain't finna say that. She was like, I'm back here kicking it, blah, blah, blah. And I got me a nerd. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get you a nerd. And it was like, yo, that's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? Even though if I feel like I'm a nerd, cool. But what made you sit back here while I'm putting the kids up to make a video and send it? And I'm sitting here kicking it, drinking with you, and I'm getting a whole bunch of notifications because everybody definition of a nerd is like when you put it in the public, it's not gonna go good. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I get what you're saying, Raw, but at the same time, why would you put that in public to be in this situation where now it's a situation? Unnecessarily. If you was having a good time in the back porch, wait for me when I get there, when I put the kids up, and let's enjoy ourselves. Why you gotta go online and call me a nerd and shit? Usually people just take a picture and be like, hey, in the backyard, enjoying my weekend with my husband. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta get online and be like, I used to fuck off on dirty, dusty ass niggas and shit, and now I got me a nerd. Get with a nerd.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. What you're saying is based off we just living life together. What I'm saying, the intent to go online for a bunch of people that you don't know, for them to have a viewpoint of y'all shit, and it's gonna mess up shit.
But how would it mess up anything?
Because
If that's already,
I put it like this.
If that's already
could,
the dynamic of your relationship, how would it mess it up?
It could mess up something because y'all already know how private people are. Once you put them on blast, now you done put them purposely out their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? When it was unnecessary, it was totally unnecessary. You got people that's really, really private. Now you to put the man on blast. Now it's gonna get to a situation. Social media is gonna do what social media do.
But that's also my point though. Do we know that he cares? Do we think that he cares?
We don't.
We only going based off of our subjective viewpoint of how we would react to it. Not how he would react to it though, because he may be like, I'm chilling. Just how Aisha Curry was out there in these streets saying crazy shit, but of course she just came back and apologized to him. But
oh yeah, she backtracked. That shit was trash.
Yeah. Oh, she apologized?
Yeah, she apologized.
No, she didn't apologize. She backtracked.
Yeah, she backtracked.
Because Steph Curry was in the same room.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he was in the same room and all that. And so that's what I'm saying. So even in that situation, her dude ain't even in the limelight like that. So does he really care? So we gotta step outside of our subjective viewpoint. Like, does he really care?
Because my thing, okay, so for me personally, I'm a nerd. I was just the environment I grew up in. I'm a gangster too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could thug it out, or we can get real intellectual. Which way you want to go with it? Or shit, fuck it, we could blend both. So that's where it's like, to me, I'm like, if I know my shorty not cheating and doing all this extremely egregious stuff, and you just gone off the lick and you kicking it outside and I'm putting the kids down, and you couldn't wait for me to get off work, and you was, I told you my back hurt, and you said you gonna give me that back rub or whatever, and you was finna do the 2-hand twist, then hey, get your stress off. But just know, when I see that, you got a pillow biting behind that. Like,
well, I guess it's at a point where I have,
because clearly all she's telling us is, hey, I'm a retired freak and somebody got me about the streets. So
it's a point where it's a point where agree to disagree. I know everybody have these different ways of going about things. Me personally, to me, for you to do that is one of those things that I feel like I'm undermined. You know what I'm saying? Even though everything good within our relationship, I feel like I would be undermined when you go online and say that, right? It might be a situation because my wife, she's nowhere near like that. She's not going online at all.
Hold up, Matt. But you keep saying what you would do.
That's what I'm saying. I said that in the beginning. I said maybe it's the reason. That's the reason why I'm thinking about it like that.
Yeah,
that's where I said in the beginning, the reason why I'm thinking like that. But in the general sense, I do believe that just because something happens and somebody cool with it, I look at things from a different perspective on down the line. You know what I'm saying? If this happens now and you like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everything cool. Now she online all the time talking about y'all relationship. Now you in a situation with Will and Jada table talk, and she said, hey, my husband, this, that, X, Y, and Z, he cool with everything, so I can say what I want to say. Now, y'all understand when it comes to relationship dynamics, y'all get into y'all point of contention, difficult conversations happen, and now she's gonna feel like because I was able to say this, I can, like, if we had an argument, I'm gonna go online and talk about it and see if I'm off or on my right, but she gonna get her confirmed bias.
But that's what I'm saying. I disagree with that point just because, again, we only hearing it from just that standpoint. Now, of course, some people may, like you said, some people may look at the nerd aspect of like, oh, why you calling him a nerd? But that can be looked at as a compliment, as him being a nerd, right? And so this doesn't necessarily take away from the fact of what he talk about. He may be saying shit to her as well. So I don't necessarily say down the line this could affect him because he's not a public figure. So how would it affect him or the relationship? All
right, let me ask everybody on the panel. Courtney, if your wife did exactly that, would you be cool with it?
That's exactly
Marcus.
what I said.
No. Stop.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna go
I'm
around.
not. No, I'm not because what you're doing, not what you're gonna do, you're gonna put our subjective point of view in it.
No,
Now take our no, it is because you just asked me what I would do. That's a subjective standpoint. I'm not talking about what I would do. I'm looking at it from an objective standpoint. I'm not inserting my viewpoint in regards to what I would do in this situation or how I would view it. I'm looking at it from a broader standpoint, an objective standpoint. So I can't say, hey, Matt, what would you do if your wife? No, not gonna do. I can't. Nope.
All right, Marcus, how would you feel if you had a significant other that did that?
It would never get this far.
All right.
So, but let me explain a little bit. I feel like when you have certain traits, that they all you adapt to certain sort of like attitude. I fucked around with a lot of girls, man. I'm telling you, like for real. And I fucked around with a lot of attitudes, and like I'm telling you, like they all are fucking similar. And when you deal with a girl like with an attitude like this, for my personality, I couldn't deal with it. But it would have to be a very easygoing dude who would take a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And even though if it doesn't bother him, sometimes you still got to look out for other people. To be like, yo, that's just not healthy, man. Like, I mean, that's just not as a man, as a couple, like the shit that she might put you through just ain't fucking healthy. So I mean, at some point you still got to put your opinion on it. Even though if they take it and say, I'm cool with it, sometimes it's still like, yeah, they shouldn't be doing that.
Right. So, okay. Appreciate it. Raw. If your significant other did that, how?
Bro, I don't give nothing. He don't give a fuck about number fucking, bro. He don't give a shit. Like, I'm good.
How would you feel?
No, it ain't that I don't give a fuck about nothing but fucking, but it's like,
no, I'm saying this happened. She did it. How would you feel?
Even if I was gonna go down Marcus's path and say I don't give anything about fucking, you just advertise that I'm that nigga.
Hey,
either way it goes, it's all positives to me.
Yeah. Oh, if she was if it was a chick.
So what you gonna do? Be like, oh, so you the one, you out here and you just wifing up the hoes?
Oh, if
she degraded herself. You told your whole facts. Ain't nobody know that shit till you said something. But you said come grab a nerd. So now you done up my damn. You done up the score on my points.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked is I just wanted to see what everybody like if they was in that situation. That's how I look at things. I'm looking at things. I'm not looking at it subjectively. I'm looking at it objectively because I was asking everybody else. I know how I feel. I already said subjectively.
It's still subjective though.
That's a no. You know what I'm saying?
That's still subjective. Go ahead, my bad, Rock. Go ahead.
It's not subjective if I'm asking other people of what you think.
Okay. So you said how would I feel? For me personally, I wouldn't give a fuck. If she already did that online and I'm not rocking with it, that's a conversation we can have offline once I come back downstairs from putting the kids to bed. Because like if we play your scenario, like, oh, okay, I'm upstairs putting the kids to bed, she done dropped this or whatever, and then like some of our mutuals or whatever end up seeing it. Maybe they subscribe to her page or whatever, and they got a notification that she posted, and like, hey, they just shoot me a text on the side like, hey, bro, shorty bugging, go to her page and see what the hell she just posted. Like, what the fuck y'all got going on over there? And I look at it and I keep putting little man down the bed or whatever. When I come back downstairs, I'm like, yo, I know I made you the drink. Like, did I pour it too strong? Like, what's going on? Like, if you gonna drink and you got thoughts to get off, just wait till you see me. Put the phone down. And then you could coach her into, like, nobody's perfect. Like, I know we get online and we paint all these perfect ass fucking scenarios, and everybody think that they gonna just go to fucking Pepperidge Farms and just pick the best bitch off a tree for them, and that's just and it's not gonna happen. It's a give and take. Even though she called him a nerd, there might be stuff that he do that she don't like. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a coachable moment if it's something that you can't deal with. Because realistically, all a relationship is finding a person that's a version of what you want, because you ain't never gonna find 100% of what you want. Finding a person that's a version of what you want and being willing to rock out with them while molding them into what you want and equally getting molded from them, so to speak. Like, y'all got to be able to meet each other halfway. So now if y'all go have that conversation and then she bucking at you or whatever, then I'm with Marcus, drop the bitch. But if she's coachable, it's like, hey, I ain't really like how you did that. That's cool. We gonna watch that one. You can leave it up there. I don't really give a damn. But going forward, don't do that shit again.
So,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you said within this situation, you feel like she didn't have sober judgment?
Nah,
I
she
said
sounded like
within-
she was lit.
Yeah, she didn't have sober judgment. So
If
what I
she
mean by-
dropped 3 more videos, 2 out of the other 3, she would have probably been slurring like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, look, the reason why I asked everybody, I wasn't trying to ask everybody to negate y'all. I just wanted to just get everybody's viewpoint on how they felt about it, if it was personally, if it happened to them.
No, I mean, I get what Courtney's driving at too.
That still comes down to a subjective viewpoint. That's my point.
How could it be subjective if I'm asking different viewpoints?
Just because you asked, you already gave your subjective standpoint from it. Now you're asking each and every other individual to insert themselves into it to give their subjective standpoint. So it then becomes a subjective standpoint per person and what they would viewpoint if they inserted themselves in it. I said take yourself out of the situation. I said because what also can be true is what she was saying, but also it could be a lot of shit that's dishing out on the back end, or he may not even be tripping about what's going on the back end. He may not see it as a disrespectful thing or anything like that. So that's me taking myself out of it and how I would actually view it and how I would see it and how I would take it if she did.
No, that's not
I'll
the
do
case.
you one better though.
Hold on. That's not the case. The reason why I asked, I put myself outside of it because the video was played. I was just asking how people, like each person on a panel, how you feel about it if you put yourself in that situation.
And I say take yourself out of it.
It can't be subjective if I'm asking other people how they would, like what they think about if they put themselves in it stuff. It's not subjective. If it was subjective, I'll be like, y'all gotta think like me. Across the board.
Did you hear what I said? I said when you ask each and every individual, us inserting ourselves, each individual person, that's their own subjective standpoint. So it's still subjective. That's why I said we can't go by. I can't. That's why I didn't give you the answer off of what I would think, because it would be my subjective viewpoint. I said I'm taking myself out of the conversation. I'm not missing it. I heard everything you said, bro. You've been talking a lot. I've been listening. You at first inserted yourself, and then you took yourself out of it. Then you started to ask each and everybody else what they would think, which then gave us our own personal subjective standpoint by inserting ourselves in that situation of what we would think about it and how we would feel if our woman did that. So it then becomes a subjective standpoint, not just from you. It comes my subjective standpoint, Mark's subjective standpoint, Raw's subjective standpoint, your subjective standpoint. That's why I said take ourselves out of the situation.
But
So
it's not everything's subjective.
No, it's not, because if I take myself out of it, I can't sit up here and say, well, he being called a nerd, but then that's kind of fucked up. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's a fucked up situation. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful, because now it's how I think about that situation. I don't know how he may have taken being called a nerd as a compliment. He may not be tripping off of that.
No, bro.
That's
like what I'm saying, what you missing, I already went past. I already went past that. I already like even before I start asking the question, I said subjectively I feel how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I was just moving the conversation forward, and I was just saying, hey, how do y'all feel about that if y'all was in a situation? I'm not trying to correlate it to see if I'm right or wrong or nothing like that. I was just saying I'm just moving the conversation forward for people to say if y'all was in that situation. That's what I'm saying. That's what you was missing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be wrong. I'm just saying, okay, we reviewed the video. We talked about what we said. I said subjectively, I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I was just asking people, like, if you was in that situation, how do y'all feel? Just to move this, have a conversation within the context. That's what I was doing.
I answered that by telling you I'm not going to answer it from a subjective standpoint because I'm thinking of it objectively. That's why. So I didn't miss it. I just said I'm not going to insert myself into how I would think about it or what I would feel about it because I'm looking at it from an objective standpoint. So that's what I'm saying. I got you. I heard what you said. I'm just not inserting myself in what I would personally think about it because then I would be inserting my subjective standpoint. That's what I'm saying.
Only thing I really got a problem with this is that she already told you what type of dude she like. She said the dude with the sandals, the dirty shit. She told she like probably thug motherfuckers. Like she like dudes.
That's what she used to like.
Nah, that's what she likes.
That's what she used to like.
She's settling for what she got.
So we saying if Sierra settled for Russell Wilson?
If it was her choice, she would choose that fucking thug dude.
Hey, look at that zoom.
She would definitely choose that fucking type of dude. So like this is the thing that kind of bothers me because she would be the same one complaining about that shit to say like, you know what, like that she wants that fucking masculine dude, but a masculine dude ain't gonna deal with her type of personality. And that's the thing.
Here goes the thing though.
He settled for her. He ain't settled for him, and he settled for her.
Either way, whatever. I say it's settled. If this one gonna let his girl talk like that, he's settling or whatever the case is.
But we got a blueprint before her.
So yeah, talk shit about me. Like, I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. So are we saying Russell Wilson settled for Sierra? It's the same blueprint.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, if that's how you want to put it, then yeah.
No, I'm just saying because everybody, on a general sense. I mean, I know. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my stuff started lagging. It was jumping. I didn't hear anything that you said, Courtney, because it was like you started talking and it just started chopping.
Oh shit!
Oh no, you back. But the thing is,
okay, what you said, Courtney?
Me?
Did you hear everything I said when I was like,
I heard everything.
I was trying to move past it, and I was just trying to like just for content purposes, just like how would each person feel about. That's what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to be right or wrong.
I heard you, bro. I heard everything you said.
Okay, all right, because it like after I said what I said, it started getting choppy, and I was seeing all y'all talking all at the same time.
Oh shit! But now my thing is, we got a blueprint between Sierra and Russell, right? Now the toxic side of us, the hood side, is like, oh, Russell is simp, whoopty whoopty whoop. You know, the women is praising Sierra for making it out the game from, you know, making it past Dirty Dick Danny and all that with the holes in the socks and the fucking holes in their drawers and can I borrow your car to somebody that bought them a car and put them up in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So we got the blueprint. So are we gonna put that same jacket on Russ?
But this is the thing though. I look at Russell's situation totally different. I look at the situation that Sierra actually realized like that she respects the motherfucker. She's not online talking about him. She's not doing shit like that. Like for me, when I look at it, I like, hey, you know what? Shit. I mean, she's doing her job. She's doing the right thing. She ain't embarrassing this motherfucker. She ain't embarrassing. She ain't doing no shit like that. So like, but when you look at Steph Curry's wife, totally different. Like yo, like that's some shit that I wouldn't fuck with.
Okay, so boom. So now you brought up Curry's wife. Curry's wife ain't got media training. The only difference between, and this is just my opinion, right? Because it's like when me and Courtney went back and forth a month or two ago on Sha'Carri wilding out, and I'm like, no, all they doing is training the bitch how to run. They not training how to fucking act in real life. So when she over here wilding in the airport or wilding in the traffic stop on the side of the freeway in Cali, they not training her that. It's wake up, eat your Wheaties, do burpees, do all this stuff, run some suicides, and let's try and get a new PR, get a new personal record. And then, you know, when you get to the track meet, show out. They're not teaching her like, oh, okay, hey, you know, when you're gonna eat proper and you at a formal when you're doing formal dining, your fork goes in your left hand and your knife goes in your right, and you know, no elbows on, like they ain't doing all the etiquette shit. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. Sierra, being that she started off as a personality in front of the camera and all that, in my opinion, she already has like the background in media training to know better than to say some stupid shit like that on the platform. She might be in a group chat with her girls saying the exact same thing these shorties are saying, but you never hear it because it ain't gonna make it out the group chat.
And that could be it. But from outside looking in, I think she's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
But you know,
it looks like she recognized that she got a fucking a one in a lifetime deal, and she fucking took advantage of it. She actually like sticking to it, doing the right thing. But what I'm saying is like other people, because in those situations, because she still was famous. So in a lot of situations, she would. I would think a lot of times, if it wasn't that way, she'll still be like, "Yo, I can still make money. I'm still, relevant. I can still get out here and make these videos and do all sorts of bullshit
Who,
and still
Curry
keep
chick?
it." No, fucking Sierra. But she
Sierra?
stopped it all.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Because
Just like
honestly,
Eve too. Same thing with Eve.
But honestly, even to differentiate, and maybe it's just because we give our perspectives just based on our realities, right? So maybe to me, I understand toxic a little bit more, and I've seen a certain type of woman that's like this woman, and to me, it just comes off like she just lit in the moment and she rambling. And I get what Mac is saying; she exposing a little too much of the private business, but she comes off so like. Curry's wife, in so many words, already told us that she wanted to be the star.
Yeah.
In so many words, I guess y'all said that she done walked it back now, but in so many words, it was damn near like "fuck Steph, I didn't want him" type shit.
Yeah.
To me, this just seemed like a shorty that's kind of lit. She know that this dude was her savior. She probably not articulating it in a way for us to praise her for what she's saying, because like the word nerd is a trigger word to some people, or just how everything came off. I get that it's triggering, but she also comes off as one of those people to where even if she is going down the path that you going down, Marcus, where you saying she's disrespecting him and all this other stuff, I bet not a mosquito in that damn zip code could disrespect that man but her. Like, she looked like the type of chick to where if somebody else was like, "Oh, you just a little buster, you a bum ass nigga anyway," he better have that bail money ready because she finna go off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she definitely comes off a little masculine, so I think she would throw hands.
Broke niggas always gossip, but bum ass niggas always get online with no profile picture and no name.
But here's the bigger thing though.
Nigga at hieroglyphics.
She in our live stream comment on our shit. Hey, appreciate you for the extra view. You just making us more money, but thank you, idiot. Stupid.
Who is broke niggas always gossip? Mind your business and get some the fuck.
Hey, that boy Lawson Steve, boy. Hey, son. That boy
like,
said, "Mind if I wild out?" You wilding right now.
Let me tell you something.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What the fuck?
Go ahead, Matt. What you with that?
Let me tell you something. What Tia G9Q whatever.
Tia hieroglyphics.
We are lame. We don't have any money.
Facts.
We just up here talking shit.
Facts.
And
I'm broke, baby.
We broke. We are broke. We are broke people. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. We're broke. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to enjoy the live and whatever we got going on and the conversations that we having, you are more than welcome to be here and have a good time. But if you think we broke and all that type of stuff, let's you don't have to be here. It's YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube channels that you can go and actually have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So just do that.
We on the broke nigga campaign. Thanks for coming.
I'm
sit back,
I'm
relax,
broke.
and enjoy the view.
I'm broke.
Hey, we ain't got time for these dusty ass motherfuckers. What we got up next?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Make sure you
I don't even know how I'm gonna pay my mortgage tomorrow, bro. I don't.
Hey, he tuned in and
I'll figure it out tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow the 1st. I'm finna call like April Fools. I ain't got it.
Hey, they gotta pay that. They gotta pay that rent though.
They gotta pay their rent tomorrow. They struggling. That's so they gotta get their frustration off on other people because they over there struggling. They behind
man. Y'all gotta think about it. You got this is in the internet and people like to get their shit off. They frustrated.
Exactly. Let them, and we gotta engage with them too, so they can feel love. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get a lot of love in the world. People, they feel invisible in the world. So we want to give them some attention a little bit so they can feel loved by somebody because they mama didn't love them. So it's cool.
You ain't gotta do this.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk shit because they want to talk shit. Guess what? They mama and daddy didn't love them, and so they feel some type of way now. So they gotta come up and get that shit off online.
You want to know the beauty?
Hey, Courtney, my mama take care of me.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is welcome to Banter and Barter. Like, comment, subscribe, and talk your shit in the chat. We don't like your hat, we on your hat.
Hey, we are the channel. We going to respond to the comments. Like everybody, hey, don't look at the comments. No, we gonna look at the comments.
But here's the bigger thing. We didn't quiet you. We didn't delete your shit off. Look, get your shit off, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing. Talk shit.
Stuff up. We broke. All of us broke. We broke, man.
But anyway,
broke.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's go to this next topic. I want to talk about Miss Angela Simmons. Oh shit, we got.
We looking at the comments. How you doing?
She said, "Nah, ain't no looking at the comments. Now we gotta show them love." But before we get there, we gotta shout out Zyrax. Shout out Zyrax for the membership, as well as it didn't pop up.
Oh, Fukari?
It didn't pop up in here, but also shout out to you. Damn, I don't want to fuck it up. I'm just gonna call you Fairy. Shout out to you, Fairy, for the membership. Shout out to you for that membership. I appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this next topic. So we got another Cam Moon podcast with Angela Simmons in there. And so in this piece of this content, Angela Simmons talks about how every man should bring a gift on the first date.
I was born with mine.
Now, chat, I gotta ask y'all a question before we play the video. Do y'all believe a man should bring you a gift on the first date? Do y'all believe that? Y'all can answer while we play the video. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Puma said, hell nah.
Not. You should come with a gift. Why not?
Sheepdog and shit on her.
That's how you court. Yes, show up with a gift.
Okay, what's a respectable first date gift?
I mean, there's tons of designers. There's thoughtful things. There's plane tickets. There's just so many
plane tickets. Like you flew out.
It'll be we because I'll come with a team. But there's just ways.
We done been talking for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I'm hearing so many ad-libs from behind. Yes.
I'm just telling you.
We literally had this conversation off camera, and they was like, Cam, with your little cheap behind, don't just because you ain't spending it, that don't mean somebody else.
I mean, yeah, the right man. If people
don't man it.
I'm just saying men have to date within their caliber. Like if it, you gotta. If it makes sense, then that's where you meet the girl at. That's where you meet the woman at.
But I've heard this too. Don't set me up with the expectation that you can't keep up.
You need to keep it up. That's the thing.
So she said.
I'm just saying you need to keep it up. There is no reason not to receive random gifts, random thoughtful things.
But does it go both ways though?
I mean, it should start with
that's a mean. That's a real
mean. Because it shouldn't start with the expectation of the woman courting. I'm not courting you. You need to court me. So if you do all the things come back. But you shouldn't be doing it for that reason.
Okay.
You should be doing it because you want the woman.
So give us an example. We don't need to know the who.
Sure.
But what would a gift typically look like in your tenure of dating? It's like
10 years. Once we in,
tenure of dating. Like if a person, like the first date, out of all the first dates that you ever had, from diners to all.
Hey, she ain't never been that working Bob, and she know that man.
Bird. She don't even know what when she heard 10 years, she like 10 years. Face ass.
Yeah, do you see like how dumb this shit is? Like motherfuckers want all this shit and basic listening skills don't even exist in there.
But she still don't know what it is. She never had no regular job. She
don't know what 10-year means.
She don't even know what it means. And her daddy gave her all that money. She don't know what that means.
The bill on the lights in her brain is past due.
Let me stop.
Okay.
It's getting a little
out of hand. Okay. We can wheel it back in.
What have you received?
Lots of different things.
What was the coolest one that really was like? No, you know,
it to me like lots of roses. I like roses. Like you could start real sweet, but then there's
roses are sweet.
Yeah, often.
You know, women have this. Oh, you should have, and depending on the tone, it's like, oh, bless your heart.
They said you shouldn't have.
No, but it's like
I wouldn't say that. You should have. There's no, you shouldn't have. It's like, yeah, you should have.
Okay.
If you're trying to keep the
gift
girl.
did you receive that was like
out the gate?
Oh, like, you did a big one on them.
I just think like continual flowers until you see me. If you just start talking to me and you want to find an address, I can find an address for you. Might not be mine, but I'll give you an address. I need to see effort. Cause then like I give a lot. So I don't want to just give a lot. And
okay, to the brothers that's out there, like what does that actually mean? Cause like
just be thoughtful. If I tell you my favorite this or my favorite that, or if I just happen to be talking and I'm like, oh, I'm at the store and just say I see something random. Oh, why I sell boots? Let's just say something random. And you knew I wanted that and you can do it. Why not? Why not? If I'm already doing it for myself, why not? And even if you meet a girl that's not doing it for herself, why not upgrade her? Why not?
Could you?
So, what y'all thoughts on this, bro?
Hey man, I was gonna say a little thing. I don't know how relationships like this even work, bro. Like I don't like off the bat, just the expectation of these gifts and like it's gonna be like financial. Like I don't know how this shit even works, especially someone because she's talking about a dude that has money. And I guess if you got a lot of money, like it wouldn't be the same like it would be for me. It's just like probably just like buying candy or whatever, but just actually a big gift. But I don't know. I just think the mindset is just so fucked. It's not actually, you're not really interested in dating. It's just what you can get. So that kind of stuff throws me off. And she's very vocal about it, which is crazy to me. Seems like you would try to hide that shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, so for me, I hate when rich people talk on relationships because they fuck up the pool for the general civilians. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against giving gifts. Giving gifts, it ain't shit to me. Like I literally don't give a fuck. But when they trying to set this as supposed to be some fucking standard, when they set this as like a standard and like everybody should just be doing it, no. Like, because when I give gifts, I'm not trying to give you fucking flowers all the time. I don't even know if you like flowers. So that means the first date or two, I might not necessarily bring anything because I'm still trying to learn you. I'm trying to see what you like. It's like how the girls be getting on their social media and like, I'm tired of telling people my favorite color. Well, bitch, settle down. That's the problem. You jumping around too damn much. But, if I learn your favorite color and I learn that you actually care for flowers or whatever, then I can start putting some thought into getting you some gifts. Like I done had toxic girls from the hood that don't like flowers because shit, everybody that they never cared about next to them then died, and the only time they done seen flowers was at a funeral. I bring them flowers, it triggers a negative memory in their head. But you might want to go to France or something one day, and I can't take you to France, but shit, I might have went to Vegas and got you a little Eiffel Tower souvenir and brought it back. Like, it's close enough. Like, hey, you rock out with me. We both might hop on a flight one day and make it to fucking France. You know what I mean? So like the whole gift itself, I'm not against, but that just being an expectation out the gate, like, no. Me showing up in your presence to this date is the gift. I'm finna have to foot the bill because clearly I probably most likely am the one that invited you out on the date and picked where we going. I got to pay the bill. That in itself is a gift. Like, you going home with a trinket don't necessarily have to be a gift or whatever. And then shit, what, I'm gonna give you a bunch of stuff and you gonna keep it on the side of the dresser to the day that it is big fuck me, and you throw everything away because you ain't even appreciate it to begin with. You just like fucking taking 2-3 Snapchat snaps to go post and be like, oh, this dude buy stuff for me. Like, no, get the fuck out of here. So that shouldn't be like a base expectation. Don't get me wrong. Once we grow into it, yeah, you gonna get a whole bunch of shit. You gonna get more shit than you ever need out of me. Because, you know, giving gifts ain't shit, like I said before, like it ain't really nothing. But to set that as a baseline expectation and you know that people look up to you and whatever, I think sometimes these rich people just need to shut the fuck up and just whatever y'all do in the closet, y'all do over there. You know, release the files for all I give a shit. Because y'all on some goofy shit over there in Hollywood, fucking up the general society, general population. That's my take.
Go ahead, Matt.
I think she right. Everything that she says, she right, bro.
Yeah. Am I right?
Hey, you ain't gotta do that to me, dog. But the reason why I say she right, it's not saying that she right. Come on, bro. Her dad is fucking Russell Simmons, bro. She's been in a lifestyle from the beginning all the way like luxury and all that type of stuff. That's the reason why she talking the way she talking. So is somebody gonna have to come in that, you know, that can do the same thing. Now, what I understand is what a lot of women that got a good dad, they can't let go. They can't let go. They always gonna ask their dad for stuff and X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. So if you gonna come into her life, you gotta replace the stuff. And I ain't saying I ain't trying to be on no pandering and stuff like that. But I'm just saying a chick like her, that's what you're gonna have to do. That's her mindset. Come on, her dad is Russell Simmons. She already got everything. She done tried and failed a lot of shit, but she always good. Because you wanna know why? Her dad dug her out of it. So it's gonna be a situation where you, as a man, she gonna try a whole bunch of shit, and you gotta have enough money for her to try and fail too.
I agree with that, because you also gotta look at it too, though. She dated Yo Gotti. Right? Yeah. Yo Gotti was going at her for years. And of course, he showered her with many gifts. So that's something that she's used to. So I agree. She's right. She's right in the sense of she believed that a man should come with gifts because that's what she's used to. The men have already trained her. They already groomed her to the point of, hey, this is what men of means do. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you a man that got money, you say, man, you better get the fuck out of my face. Cool, keep it pushing. She ain't the chick for you. There's always somebody that's gonna be wanting to do that for her. And we've already seen it with Yo Gotti, right? Even Cam Newton looking at her like she crazy. Like, what the fuck did you talk about? I got all this money. You think I'm not doing none of that, right? Now that doesn't mean down the line I won't, but right out the gate, nah, shorty, you gotta earn that. Now, if we were talking about back in the 30s, where women were actually chaste, and there was a point where she ain't moving out of the house until you marry her. Then she goes from that house to your house. She's never been touching and things like that. That's different. That's a whole different conversation. But in today's world, in 2026, it ain't working like that. It's not. And I'm not the type. I'm a competitive guy, you know what I'm saying, to an extent, but I'm not finna compete with another man in that aspect. Like, nah, he bought you that. I'm not finna one up him. You got it. Do your thing. I'll listen. If you like it, I fucking love it. Do your thing. I'm not doing it.
My other piece with what she said too is like she's not ready to reciprocate. She got the stuttering when he asked, "Oh, so is you gonna come up off some gifts too?" She, well.
I mean, when you hit that, I mean, like, oh, I see what you're talking about. I see what you with. Nope.
Why would she? Why?
Exactly. Why would she?
Why wouldn't she? My dog finna go off in that thong all night long. Buy me some, goddamn.
I'm gonna tell you why wouldn't she?
At least give me a honey pack.
She was raised in a way that everything she got was from her dad. Everything is there. So if you live your life in luxury, you have a whole different mindset on how the world works. The whole how everything your lens on life is totally different, bro. Why you saying why wouldn't she looking at you? Why you can't?
Because you're not reciprocating my energy.
It don't matter. Her dad is bred it up, and then
I don't give a fuck.
Look,
then you don't like your daddy.
If he
even
died,
more reason for me not to be there.
If he died, she more bred it up.
And you don't
see that's what I'm talking about.
You don't respect your daddy.
No, what I'm saying is how I'm saying it. That's how they feel, right?
Some dudes are raising their dogs the wrong way, man.
Right? But the thing about it is, like, I think this situation is more on something above us. You know what I'm saying? The industry that she in with her dad and all that type of stuff. Like, she can't be with no regular dude. Her personally, because I've seen some women that came from a family that has a lot of means. They get with a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? And they happy. I'm saying for her, that's not the case. You can tell by the interview. She ain't got no regular person in her bones. You gotta be like her.
I think a regular person could
get her. I don't know. She had a kid by a regular person.
She done got knocked down by some people that ain't got none of it. But when I'm saying like she, like what it is, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. When they get to a certain age, they want a real ass dude, and they want that whole man in their life, and they search for it. That's the reason why you always see all these fucking 35-year-old or 40-year-old women talking about they finding themselves.
Bro, I don't know what it is.
How the fuck you finding yourself at 45 years old?
Yo, Bow Wow, fucking Masterpiece, son, and Yo Gotti were fucking crazy over this shit. I'm sorry, man. I think she's regular. I don't think she's like something that's fucking out the moon.
You right. Because she was in relationships with other people at that point in time was on the same level. And it didn't work out then.
No, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be some shit.
So now, if you got Lil Bow Wow, you got Lil Romeo, all the dudes that she was dating that was on the same level and all that type of shit. Who's she gonna talk to? The goddamn Prince of goddamn Scotland?
Nah, she just need Demetrius. That's all.
She got a kid by Demetrius.
She already done did that, dog.
Yeah, but he ain't hit the reset.
Knocked down dudes that didn't have her parents' money and all that type of stuff.
But he ain't hit the reset button. Sometimes
look at the video, bro. The video is showing you that she did every goddamn thing.
Mac, I can guarantee you nobody touched her belly button from the back. Motherfucker touch that belly button from the back and reset her whole mainframe, it'd be over with.
Hey, Courtney, search how old she is, bro.
How old Angela Simmons is?
Yeah. Search how old she is.
I do agree
with close to 40.
She done got flipped around. She done got thrown off the dresser. All that.
She 30. She 38.
She 38. She done got thrown off the dresser plenty of times, bro. Like
it ain't
nothing new under the sun with her, bro. And then think about it. Those children that be under those like superstars, they always be the more freakier people. They be real rebellious.
I was finna expose some shit, but I'll leave them old women alone. But all I'm saying is just because you done got flipped, turned upside down or whatever, like it's the damn Fresh Prince intro, don't mean that they hit the reset button. I'm telling you.
Well, so what is the reset button? What does the reset button looks? What does that look like?
She got to give a motherfucker a chance to hit it. Ain't nobody hit it. See. So like the top 3 people that y'all just named right now, they were lusting after her. So I know they was 5 strokes in and fucking got the damn sheets pregnant because they was too excited. She needs somebody that really just likes some Kuda cat. is finna go off in there and really just real life dog her like all them damn Blue movies folks be watching.
So you saying she need like the dude that was Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she ain't had no dick that rewired her brain yet. So
like Nicki Minaj, her dude ain't shit at all, but she's still with him. But he gotta be doing something for her to be there.
Exactly. So she needs to open up the doors to the Hunger Games and let somebody that
she gotta
really on survival go off in there and just
she looking all in the wrong places. She gotta get a dude that's like Nicki Minaj dude.
That's what it is. I'm telling you.
But that's the thing. She ain't gonna get that though.
But she's not gonna give him a chance.
She ain't gonna give him the opportunity. So that conversation is already in regards to what's his name? Opia 6. Opia 6 is moot.
You are thinking in a cylinder mindset, and your point of action is moot. You have too much discretion in the way of derogatory alignment within your facilitation, within your alignment, within what you're talking about. You got too much education in the way alignment goes into the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. Let me tell you, you don't know nothing, sir, because you don't have discretion that goes to the left, south, wise, and that's the reason why everything is moot.
But yeah,
hey, Street say what y'all mean by throwing off the dresser.
You
already know what throw off the dresser is, dog.
Nah, she said elaborate. Can you expound on that?
Oh, she's like,
had you been practicing on your art, you know you're way in the dark. Silence. Silence.
And you gotta put her upside down and put a finger in there somewhere.
Yeah. What?
Not you in there.
Like, oh, he nasty.
What?
And then that's the shit right there. When you do that crazy shit, and he just made that mean. That's the reason why they be throwing bricks in your car and shit.
Oh, fuck, I need a napkin.
They be throwing bricks, taking your tires out and all that stuff because you done put them on game about some shit that they ain't even know nothing about. Now it's like, yo, I ain't fucking with you no more. And you know they voice be gone. How you gonna tell me?
But at the end of the day, I agree. Listen, I agree with Streets. Listen, if you can't afford to go on a different aisle, I agree. Listen, bro, I'm not finna listen, bro. I don't give a fuck if I can't afford it. I'm not shopping down that aisle, bro. I'm not, because you not finna sit up and tell me that you expect me to bring you a gift. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how fine you are. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I don't give a fuck how capable I am to do it. I'm not doing it because you expected me to do it. Nah. I'll open the door for you. I'll do all of that. But down the road, yeah, of course, I'll listen to you like, oh shit, you like that. You know what I'm saying? You like that YSL bag? Cool. I'll get it for you. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna get it. That's down the road after you have also proven yourself worthy to be with me. I'm not gonna give you this right out the gate. I don't know you like that, bro.
Hey, Courtney, let me ask you this.
What up?
It's gonna be on some real G shit. Hate to say it like that, but we getting old. Do you believe you gotta spend money to get it?
Hell no.
She come from a lineage of family and all that type of stuff. What I said earlier was based off like how things look on the outside. I'm pretty sure she done gave it up for somebody ain't worth a damn.
Of course.
Because women like to deal with men that they like. For real. You
bro, her baby daddy got shot in a fucking gang fight.
Talking about that gift situation they talking. You ain't gotta give her no gift. If she really like you, you ain't gotta give her no gift.
They simple. They're simple. Like, if they really rocking with you, they rocking with you. They ain't asking for nothing. You can do the simplest shit, and they chill. Like, listen, I don't care what the fuck we do. I just want to kick it with you,
dude. The dude she had a kid with. He got killed in like a gang fight or like some bullshit. So yeah. She I mean, Come on, man. Yeah, she definitely fucking around a lot.
Yo Gotti fucked her up, bro.
But that's the thing. Ain't nobody scrambled
No,
her eggs
it's
better
been
than
like
him.
that, bro.
Well, that's it.
She
No, what
been
you say,
like
Rob?
that.
Nah, I said
For
because
her to even get with a dude named Young Gotti.
Hold up, Matt. What you say?
Oh, my bad.
no, I was saying Marcus said that her dude passed away due to gang violence or whatever. I'm like, the reason she's talking the way she's talking and stuff is because ever since that dude, ain't nobody scrambled her eggs better yet.
That could be it.
I mean, that could be it. Like, I'm not. Listen, I'm not ruling nothing out. Nah.
I'm telling you, boy, she get them eggs scrambled the right way. Somebody put in a sunny side up and be over with.
Now you can have all these girls trying to go with thugs and shit.
No, let them go to the thugs, though. Let them go.
Shit, we done went from nerds to the hood. It is what it is.
Hey, that's well, you ain't lied about that one. You ain't lied about that one at all. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. So I want to talk about let's talk about Jaden Ivey. So for those of y'all who don't know, he is an NBA player, or as of right now, he's a former NBA player, played for the Chicago Bulls, and they pretty much, I guess you can almost call it blacklisting him for, he's speaking his mind in regards to, the Lord Jesus Christ and the ABC community, all online and shit, right? So we're gonna listen to this, and then we're gonna give our thoughts. Well, we're gonna listen to 2 videos because Emmanuel Archer got something to say about it too. So then we're gonna give our thoughts and opinions on it. All right. So that's what I got. Yeah, because this shit kind of wild.
God did not make a man to be with a man. How God did not make a girl to be with a girl. God made a man for the purpose of procreation, to have another child. How can a woman bear a child with a woman? How?
That's one point. Then Emmanuel Archer had something to say about it too. So let's get into that one.
Starting from the sports perspective, your talent will make room for you. If Jaden Ivey was averaging 20 points and 10 assists right now, 20 points and 10 boards right now, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. But because in January of 2025, he broke his left fibula. And then in October of 2025, he had arthroscopic knee surgery. And then again, he's missed the last 2 weeks he had missed, starting in February 21st after getting traded from the Detroit Pistons to the Chicago Bulls. As a result, averaging 11 points and 3 assists, his talent is not making room for him. Plus, if you're in the training room, we do not necessarily want to hear from you. We want to just see you recovering. So from a sports perspective, starting there, athletes, your talent makes room for you. The talent starts to diminish. We do not want to hear you more than we see you. That's number one. Number two, I don't like the path that Jaden Ivey is going down. And the reason I say this is this. Number one, Jaden Ivey's been through a lot. If you hear what he's talked about, he was sexually molested as a child. He had a porn addiction while he was married. He's self-admitted that he was abusive towards his wife and his children. These are all Jaden Ivey's words, not my own. And so Jaden Ivey is also acknowledging like he's a struggling individual, or an individual that has struggled. So let me acknowledge that, acknowledge the emotional and the interpersonal aspects as well. Anybody that's been to therapy understands things that happened to you as a child, they impact you as an adult. Now let me talk about the biblical aspect of it. Because Jaden Ivey also has to understand that not everything that's legal is going to be biblical. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. Also have to understand you have to be wise, discerning, and tactful as to how you speak and when you speak and who you speak to. Jaden Ivey, if you want to quote Paul in Corinthians, Paul wrote what he wrote to the church in Corinth. He didn't necessarily write what he wrote to the church in Ephesus or the church in Galatia. In the same manner, Jaden Ivey, you got to use discernment of when you speak and who you're speaking to. If your job and your goal is to emulate Jesus, also understand when Jesus saw the woman who had committed adultery, he said, go and sin no more. He didn't then try to extrapolate every single sin and every single man she has slept with adulterously. So I will just start by saying, one, understand there's a difference between legal and biblical. Two, Jaden Ivey, make sure you tend to your mental and emotional health if indeed there is anything going on, because you have been very vulnerable about your struggles previously. And then three, render to Caesar what is Caesar's and render to God what's God's. That's biblical if you want to talk biblically. There is.
So what are y'all thoughts on this situation?
That boy talking like massa, but I'm gonna let Matt go first.
He a bitch.
Hold on, who?
What's it? What's his name?
Emmanuel
Ocho.
He a bitch.
Ocho.
The reason why I say he a bitch is no, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. He a bitch. The reason why is he's shitting on this young man because he's in an era where he's on that path. He might be off on some stuff. He might be off. But when people are newly in the journey, they don't have a full understanding about stuff. So it takes people that has a lot of information just like he has. He should have hit him up personally and coached him. You know what I'm saying? You already know how it is, Courtney. We come from Mobile. We from the country, bro. You got people say, hey, young dog, let me come over here. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me put you on some game about some stuff. Right? And I can understand that you newly in this thing. And I got to teach you about some stuff, right? What he did was took a opportunity to shit on this young man in the public because he want to make it seem like he know more about the Bible than this young man. This young man is newly in the situation. You understand? He's young, right? If I listen to this young man now, I'd be like, if I had some ties to him, I probably would have, like, outside of like the press. Hey man, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Let me put you on some game about some stuff. I understand you early in it. He just kind of like in that beginning stage, and he just saying what he's saying. We see this all the time with newly people that's really in the Bible and they learning things and they saying some stuff that they might be off because there's different chapters and all that type of stuff. What's his name? Ocho or whatever?
Emmanuel Ocho.
Ocho. The reason why I say he a bitch is because he looking for the limelight. He'll rather shit on this young man that's seeking the word instead of just, hey, let me hit you up personally. How you gonna give him all this guidance if you're not talking directly to him? That's like you, Courtney, saying, hey, Clem, I get online and I'm saying, man, blah, blah, blah. And you be like, Clem, I can, macaroni, I can fix your problem. I can point you in the right direction. I'm about to tell you directly. But instead of that, you get on this live right here, and let's say I wasn't on this time, and then you start correcting me, and you're not directly talking to me. How am I going to get the word? You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. If you actually cared about what he's saying and he on his new journey about whatever was going on, he might be off about something, you hit him up directly so you can mentor him.
But here's a key point too. Do you actually think he's bashing it? Or he's giving his point, or is he giving his point of view in regards to the video that he put out?
Two things can be true at once. I do believe he bashing him, and at the same time, he is doing what you just said. But at the same time, what is the end result?
What is that? What the end result would be for him to learn from his mistakes? Not Emmanuel Ocho, but this is from Jaden Ivey to learn from his mistakes, right?
Right.
So in this same light, just like what we're doing right now, we're doing the same thing. You know, we're reacting to the video just like what Emmanuel Ocho is doing, right? In this case, what Emmanuel Ocho is saying is, you're saying all the right things, but you're doing it at the wrong time, and you're doing it in the wrong place, because you are still a part of the NBA organization. There's a time and a place for everything. What you're doing is cool. I rock with it. I'm with you 110%. However, wrong timing, wrong place. That ain't the place to do it.
Who is he telling that to?
He's telling that to Jaden Ivey because he's reacting to that video. Just like we're reacting to the video. That's who he's speaking to. He's speaking to Jaden. He's speaking to that video in which he's talking about. So he's saying, You know, of course, and then of course, you know, just how some people do, you got to add some extra stuff in regards to him knowing the Bible as well too, so you know he can make it seem credible, things like that. But in a nutshell, all he's saying is, hey, listen, I understand, I hear you, I'm with you on the Bible stuff, but however, wrong place, wrong time.
I think he started off right.
Yeah, in your current situation, because also my bad, Mark. I'm gonna land it right here, and in regards to him already being in there, he's a good player, but also him being in injury, you know, having injury issues, being in the league and things like that, and so he's not anybody that nobody is seeking right now in the NBA. It's like he's not a top dog, he's not a Anthony Edwards or anything like that. So it's like, all right, bro, you out here doing all this talking and shit, and you ain't even producing like you're supposed to in the NBA. So and right now, this ain't the time for you to be trying to speak out and all on the internet and shit, talking against the NBA and all that stuff. So
let me ask you this. I mean, I get what you're saying. That's fair, right? But if he's in this new situation within his life that he getting closer to God and he have questions, it's a new thing. A lot of people around his age, they start having a lot of questions and they need the guidance, and they might be off on some things, right? Where's the mentorship?
You gotta understand we're in 2026 too. People, how we used to take it back in the day, we used to listen to the old heads. Hey, young buck, you know what I'm saying? Let me holler at you real quick, right? In 2026, they ain't listening to nobody. They're
but
like,
the thing about it is,
I know everything. That's what they say. I know everything already. What you gonna tell them?
But do you let me ask you this. When the younger folks see this right here, do you feel as that they feel like they can try to get some mentorship if they offer about something? Like a lot of people, they start on a journey by themselves and they start looking up stuff and they get the research and they have their own perspective about things, and then they get to the point of the mentorship. So they get to a point where they actively say what they say. They might be off a little bit. It's not that he's wrong, but it might be wrong place, wrong time, whatever. But he don't have the nuance of it. It doesn't matter if his game is not that good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with God. God ain't tell you to be the best running back or NFL player ever. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? This is a separate situation. And I get it.
It's not separate though. It ain't separate. This is the reason why we're talking about it. It's because the NBA. It's because he got put out of the NBA because of what he's saying.
I get that, but at the same time, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if he was trying to just say what he was trying to say, and he felt like he wanted to say what he wanted to say, if it was the wrong time, wrong place, or whatever, there was no mentorship. He got way more bashing than a mentor that kind of him was like, you know, wrong time. Just like how me and you talking right now. The reason why I say Ocho a bitch is a situation where I've seen this a couple times. Like, I get that you get paid to do what you do. I get that wholeheartedly. But at the same time, where's the mentorship in a way that you can see somebody is off? Let me contact you directly and let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't got to shit on somebody to get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like if I had the number and I could dial somebody, and the reason why I'm passionate about this because I do it.
But that's but see, that's what you gotta. That's why I was talking about the last. You gotta take yourself out of it, bro, because we don't know if he got his number. We don't know if he got his number. We don't know if he
if he got his number and he did that, I would be like, that's kind of crazy if he got his number so you can hit him up.
That's the thing. We don't know if he do it though. So we can't even, my bad. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
But no, I was gonna ask, has he been talking? Has he been talking a lot? Like
yeah, just recently, yes.
Before he got cut, he was talking, then he got cut.
So I think he was struggling with some injuries, and I think just recently he got cut and he was talking more. So I don't think he was talking necessarily as much while he was playing, but I do believe that while he was injured and stuff like that, getting himself back into starting to get some more minutes, this is when he started to talk a little bit more. But he wasn't necessarily all the way fully. He was still rehabbing and things like that, and he was making these videos.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ocho was saying the right thing at first. He was kind of like, pretty much what he said is, bro, unless you're a superstar, you can't be talking crazy out like on the internet or whatever. If he's going through this journey, yeah, I understand it. But like, if this is something that he's going through, I honestly don't think it's necessarily like those other people's job. I think it's the people that he has surrounded around him, family, whoever he's getting all his money to, need to be the one fucking belting his ass out to tell him, hey, bro, you might need to not say type of shit that you're saying, because they're the ones who's benefiting from it. So they're the ones who probably are like, yeah, man, say what the fuck you want to say. Cool. And then now he's in this shit and nothing's coming in. And guess what? Those motherfuckers gonna be gone. They're not gonna be around anymore. So I mean, I get like, yeah, 100%. Like the old head should be helping them out, but then a lot of times, hey, these kids gotta understand, bro. Like this world is not fucking fair, and the shit he's saying is fucking correct. Obviously, it is definitely correct. But I think he should know more than anyone how people are today and how they take this shit and how sensitive they are, and that, you know what, you're not above anything. Obviously, that they can take whatever you worked so hard for away just by fucking saying what you believe, even though, you know, it is right. So yeah, I definitely do think now he's if I was him, I would go on an apology train, even though he don't mean it. Man, save your career, bro. Fucking, hey, do whatever the fuck you got to do. I would talk to someone. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if he means it or not. Fucking apologize and do whatever the fuck you got to do, and get back into the league and get your money, man.
I agree with that. 110%. So I mean, yeah, in this case, I do agree. There's just a time and place for everything. At the end of the day, you know, I know you're making millions of dollars, but you still, you know, it's still the NBA is still an organization. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna go there. You ain't finna go to your own job talking crazy. You know, saying egregious shit. Like, nah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until, you know, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna get my bread over here. You know what I'm saying? I may have my thoughts and my opinions. I keep that to myself until I'm in a position where I hold the cause. Then I can say whatever the fuck I want to say at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah, because what's the kid's name?
Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of understand where everybody's coming from. Like, I understand Mac's take of, you know, this could have been a behind the scenes. And then I understand what Marcus was saying as well. As far as, you know, he was just giving his take from like because I think the problem nowadays is with the accessibility of the internet being so quick. Because what did Ocho play, football or basketball?
No, he played basketball. He was a linebacker in the NFL.
Okay, yeah. So he in a total different fucking sphere. So he probably would have never really. I ain't gonna say that they wouldn't have crossed paths, but it's far and few in between to where they would.
Yeah.
So honestly, as an OG, that's probably his way of coaching, is doing it online, even though we might deem it not so fit. But at the same time, who was it that fucked up before? Was it Kyrie Irving that shared that link to that joint?
Oh, talk about the 12 tribes and shit.
Yeah, that joint that was on Amazon, and everybody tried to act like he was the one that made this shit from scratch or some shit.
Yeah,
but literally a link to the documentary back when Ye was going off on the tiny hats.
Yeah,
and it was the same thing. Like Shannon Sharp and them got up on here and, you know, gave their little think piece on it, which nowadays I guess that's what you would call coaching. Which I understand how Mac is viewing it too. It's like, well, shit. You gonna let fucking 50,000 people listen to some shit that you could have just told me straight to my face behind the scenes? But at the same time, sometimes people don't know how to reach out to people, and then everything nowadays is a teachable moment, so to speak. So it's like, you know, you're not the only person that can learn from this situation. It's like, yeah, it sucks because you're in it, but hey, you doing all this. I've played professional sports. You playing professional sports. As much as it sounds like Master's talking or something, bro, just shut up and dribble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't like that. You not LeBron. You not Curry. You not Wemby. you. I hate
Shit,
to throw
even
shit
women
under
can't
the
even
bus.
talk. Even women ain't in a position to talk. So,
Yeah, so you
Let's send
know,
his ass back to Italy.
yeah.
yeah. So I mean, but you're not that dynamic to where we gonna overlook what you saying because your stats is keeping you in position right now. Is pretty much what Buddy was saying, and it's like, yeah, I get it. We could say there's war on all the religions and this, that, and the third, and yes, to Young Bull's point, he ain't really say nothing wrong. It's like, does general society tolerate women on women? Yeah, we know they ain't really stabbing nothing. So shit, if y'all trying to go beam for beam, don't nobody really care. But when dudes out here sword fighting, that's kind of wild, you know. So, but neither one of them is better than the others. Like, you shouldn't be doing it. So Buddy was spitting like, hey, all this stuff is wild. Then he was in a vulnerable moment. I mean, let's face it. If I'm not saying it's the only thing he knows how to do, but if it's something that you've been doing so long and you're so passionate about doing, and you run into a situation where you can no longer do that, you start looking for other ways to blow off steam and channel energy and all this other stuff. So it's like, okay, if he done had this injury, that injury, whatever, he in recovery, he's no longer in the gym putting up 200, 300, 400 free throws in practice and all that, you know, and just focusing on the net and the little box off the backboard and, you know, drowning out all his thoughts. He's at a point where he laid up and he got to sit with that. He eating a bowl of cereal, shit's replaying in his head. He don't have no distraction, so it's like, all right, bet. Well, I'm somewhat of in a position to where when I fire this camera up, people gonna tune in. I'm gonna just get my stress off talking to them, which in his head might have been a version of therapy, because I know everybody pushing therapy, even Ocho said it or whatever. That might have been his version. But, you know, just like Archer was saying, it was like, hey, you know, there's a time and place for everything. And you kind of probably don't want to do that while you're not even at the peak of your career, because you still young enough to where you building up. You ain't plateaued yet.
Yeah, and that's
so you got all these injuries and stuff. You ain't plateaued yet. So,
yeah.
You know, I get that you want to get your personal stuff out there and get some stress off your chest or whatever. But like Mac was saying, find somebody behind the scenes that you can just go vent to that's not going to either, for one, put your business out in the streets or have you in other circles, and for two, can give you some positive guidance as to how to manage that while it's keeping you on track without spilling out into the general public. Because at the end of the day, just like Acho was saying, if we paying you all this bread, let's face it, these dudes make more in one contract sometimes than some people are ever going to make in their life. You're not in the position to just be out here just saying whatever the fuck you want to say. You represent the organization.
And on top of that, with you speaking on God too, with him speaking on God too, that's a blessing that you're able to be in the NBA. So you're also blocking your blessing that God has opened the door for you to do. And so now, because you don't understand how to operate, you still got to obey the laws of the land. You know what I'm saying? So that means you still got to operate under the laws of the NBA organization. There are certain things you just ain't gonna touch on. Yeah, you can still. Stephen Curry was doing the same exact thing. He was writing scriptures on his shoes. You know, all of his shoes. That was one of the reasons that he got with Under Armour, because they allowed him to do that.
Yeah.
And so they're not saying that you can't praise God while playing the NBA. But there are certain things that you just got to stay away from when you're speaking on. You're speaking on this in the NBA, but as well as you got to understand the NBA, they're broadening their horizon. They're broadening their audience. They're trying to reach new audiences too. So you as an NBA player, you're a representative of the NBA, and you're speaking this way. Yeah, that's a bad look, big dog.
Yeah, but to expound on your point that you just brought up with Curry, we know Curry could pull up late to the game and from the parking lot through the sunroof shoot a three, and it's all net.
Fact.
So that's what he was saying, is like somebody like that can get away with it. Whereas, you know, not to exaggerate, people's misery, but it's like shit. If we sneeze on you, you fucking roll an ankle and you out for 6 games. We ain't trying to hear you, bro, because we trying to recoup our money right now. Like we paying you a lot of money for you to just be sitting on the bench.
But think about it too. Think about LeBron. LeBron ain't start speaking on civil rights and all that shit until when? Until later in his career when he made his mark and they already knew he made his stamp. That's when he started speaking on shit. So I mean, even then, like even when you mentioned Curry, right? When Curry first couple years, he wasn't doing none of that shit. He was quiet. He was just balling out. And then we started to reckon. Then they, of course, the media caught on to it. Him writing scriptures on his shoes and shit. You know, when this is when he became, you know what I'm saying, the Splash Brothers. When he was part of the Splash Brothers. That's when they started to really dial in on that shit. Before then, I'm pretty sure he was doing it before. You know, I'm pretty sure he was you know, a follower of God, but he wasn't preaching on it. He wasn't saying, he wasn't going online. He wasn't going online. So he fucking up his bag, man.
Even on the other side, on the women's side, that's why they was hating on Caitlin Clark. But you couldn't shut her up because when she hit the court, to whatever varying degree you want to judge her on, she was producing. Yeah. And that's where that rivalry started looking goofy between her and Angel, to where inevitably it started boiling down to, oh, if you supporting Caitlyn, you racist. And it's like, yo, what kind of eyes are you looking at? Like, I just like sports. This one get on there and she shoot for 30 and she sink 23. This one shoot 30 and sink 4, and the rest of the points is, you know, off rebounds from the 30 that they shot because he knew that it wasn't going in anyway. So it was like, shit, let me go ahead and get this off because I ain't trying to double dribble, and I'm gonna just catch it and try and lay up, and even the layup ain't going, so I'm gonna catch it and lay up again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, okay, well, it's not that we hate you. You got the raw packaging to be great. It's just you not showing up when it's time to show up, and this person is. And then they turn that into a whole racial thing. And then, you know, once they got out of the race, then they're like, oh, well, she's not liked in the NBA, talking about Caitlyn. Like, oh, she's not liked in the NBA because she's straight. And she's this, and she's that. And everybody else is that they just started trying to pick at things. But at the end of the day, with Caitlyn, they couldn't deny her greatness to a varying degree, to the point where, you know, now they actually starting to get their money up in the WNBA because this one person has joined that league. Whereas on the other end, you know, Shorty on podcast and she getting chewed out by males because she was at that dunk contest and somebody jumped over and she was looking like Wendy Williams. And she's talking about she looked better than Buddy's baby mamas. And I'm like, I wouldn't go that far. So, yeah. So, you know, if he was a dynamic player, then you could probably get a little more stress off. But it's like right now you on the bench, you costing your team, your organization money. That's another reason why they probably cut you, because now you're going to have frustrated fans that aren't walking the path that you walking, and they have no excuse to sell as to why they're keeping you. We can't be like, oh, well, shit, we can't drop him because he put 30 up a game. Like, he the reason we win in these games. We know if we put him in the fourth quarter or whatever, he'll at least catch us up in time and take us to overtime. Like, it's none of that. It's you damn near on the bench in the cast. You a glorified cheerleader at this point. All you doing is moral support to the rest of the people that's actually producing, and you bring in negative attention towards the team. So, you know, that's kind of the coaching that Acho was trying to give, is like, hey, you ain't really excelling on no front. So, you know, I ain't telling you to shut up, but I would kind of keep quiet if I was you. That's how I view it, at least.
Okay. Anybody got anything else?
No.
Nope.
Not on that one, no.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. So what we got about 15. We got about 15 more minutes. So we can do one more topic. We'll make sure we'll cut it off at the 3-hour mark. We got one more. We were supposed to play it, I think, like a couple of streams ago, but we didn't. So I think this would be a good one to play. So Paul Pierce, I forgot her name. Zora, what the fuck is her name? Azara, whatever her name is. They were having a conversation about the black women market is different than black men market, and so we'll have a conversation on that, and then we'll close it out. We'll close show out on that. All right. So yeah, it's a I think it's a pretty decent topic. So let's go ahead and rock out on it.
Ain't the same as the black man market. It's just not.
What do you mean?
Like black women ain't accepted in all the cultures.
Yeah, I can understand that, but you'll be surprised.
Because how we are perceived, like how black women are perceived to other races, they're like,
Yeah, they think that about y'all too. You just don't realize that. Trust me. They think that about y'all too. They mess with y'all because you have certain stuff, but when you get into that family for real, they don't like you either. I promise you that. I've seen it firsthand. Trust me.
Situation.
I've seen so many situations. They do not.
You know
like
what we need
y'all.
to do for this show? We need to bring on we need to bring on like different couples, interracial couples on the show and just talk to them about their dynamic.
Yeah, that's fine. We could do that.
And what's the ins and pros and cons and what y'all hurdles that y'all face.
Yeah, we could start with my mom and dad.
You know, that y'all, face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that go into it. Like, like culturally, what you like to do and what you like to do, what you like to watch, What religion are you?
Again, like I said, I think
a lot
that
of hurdles when
you are saying black women aren't as accepted, and I get what you're saying, but neither are black men. You just think you are. It's not the same.
It's not. No, we are.
You're not accepted. That's a delusion if you think that other races accept you.
Where can we
Black women can go everywhere too.
You can't go to China.
I've been like, yeah, you can. What are you talking about? You know that my homegirl.
All right, so what are y'all thoughts on this situation right here?
This girl is not black, man.
She speaking in emotion. Because on one hand, they get mad at us because we dating outside our race. And they tell us if they get mad because we dating outside our race, she's saying that other races don't want us. That's conflicting right at the base right there. And I don't think it's a flex we trying to go outside the race, but if you gonna bring it up and say they ain't checking out for y'all, but then y'all get mad if we do it, that's all. It's like women like to be victim and victors, depending on the conversation. That's what it is. They want to be the victim or they're gonna be victors. If we talk about dating and men dating outside the race, they the victim. Y'all hate black women, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. And if it's on the other side where they the victors, they're gonna talk about black women with white men. The divorce rate is low, so they better off with with white men. So it's one of those things where you looking at this video where they're saying like, look, what it was. I think in Japan, it was like they're looking for black men to come over there.
Yeah,
to help she's saying stuff that's like literally false. It's just based off feeling. And she the most ignorant person that I ain't gonna say the most, but I would say one of the most ignorant hosts of things, podcasts, giving their point of view about things because it's not logical. It's just based how she feel at that moment. That's the reason why Paul Pierce be kicking her ass all the time when they be having like real deal discussions. But from an overall perspective, we in proximity. Most black men get with black women. Most black women get with black men. So, like, this conversation is a situation people like to get off on it, to try to be the more high ground on who right or who wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shit stupid.
The big thing that kind of gets me with her, man, like she's not fucking black. Like, she may be a quarter black. I mean, I'm gonna give her that, bro. But that may be it. Maybe her dad is half black, half white, or some shit. I don't know what it is. But I mean, she keeps pushing that she's black type of thing. No one in their right mind, they saw her, would say, "Yeah, you're black." I would definitely think she's Middle Eastern, 100%. But besides that, I mean, that is besides the point. But even with like what she was saying is that, like, you know, they get in these interracial relationships that the women, black women, have a hard time, or they're not looking for them like that. It is never. I mean, obviously, we've seen their podcast before. The thing is, it would never, ever, ever be if someone had an issue. Just say it was the person's family. Just say she was fucking with a white dude, and her family, his family, might have an issue with her. For some reason, it is never the obvious reason. It's her fucking attitude. It's going to be her color. I mean, this. I can only imagine. Obviously, she'd be the one who will say, "I'm different," you know, when it's like face to face or somebody I like versus how I am on these panels and shit. No, you are the fucking same. I know you 100% are, and people can see that shit, and that might be a reason that you rub them wrong. It's not because of your color. That's why black men never had those sorts of issues, because we don't roll like that. I mean, like he was saying, no, I mean, we don't never have no issues. You in an interracial relationship. I mean, shit. If it's their family, they're gonna like you the same. They're not gonna treat you different. So this whole bullshit that is just because of your color, it's crazy, man. It is because it's probably because it's just you. It's not, it has nothing to do with your color. So I mean, that's what I gotta say about it.
Courtney, can you play the beginning again? What was the intro? Like, what was the
I got you.
topic?
He said, let me go.
Women market ain't the
right
same
there.
as the black men.
women's market is different than black men market. All right, so just off the headline alone, I kind of agree to disagree, because it depends on what pocket of women you talking about and what pocket of men. Because the men's market is a little more broad than the women's, but I'm not gonna sit up here and act like the women can't do the same thing that the men do. They just can't do it at scale because of what either Marcus or Mac have brought up as far as the Department of Attitude. Because the thing is, so like a lot of black men, we can go out of the culture, do whatever we do. We could damn near have our way. At the end of the day, we done grew up around the worst of the worst type of women. I'm just saying at scale. I'm not saying all people were in proximity to that, but just at scale, when you look at the hood or whatever, you didn't seen all the Felicias and all that. You already know what you don't want. So you know how to acquiesce to what you do want when you find it. Of which, you know, if you're not getting that with your fellow sisters, you can go across the street and snatch something up and run off happily ever after. Now, this comes back to the earlier conversation of marry the nerd. Realistically, a lot of the women in the black community that are more like, you know, artsy, nerdy, whatever, those are the ones that can go out and, you know, go settle down with an Asian man, go settle down with the white man, go snag a Hispanic or whatever, and run off into the sunset and be A-okay. The problem is you get the loud and wrongs, you know, the brunch bandits that want to stand on the table twerking and doing all this other stuff. It's like, okay, you're not realizing how goofy you're looking when you're doing all this stuff, and the eyes that you bring in to yourself and the people that are around you that are dealing with you. And that's when they start ending up like single or wireless on free nights and weekends. Like nobody wants to take you out in the daytime. You get that gargoyle and vampire treatment. So I don't necessarily think that the market is different if you want to just say black, but who has access to the market, if you want to say at scale, I say men have a bigger net than women.
Oh, hold on. What you mean? What you mean like the market isn't different though? Like what you mean in that regard?
Because black women can go get a white dude, Asian dude, whatever. They can go get whatever type of dude if they wanted to, but it's not your ratchet ones that's gonna go get them. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's the point that's making here. The overwhelming majority of men, even you yourself could, right?
No.
And you would call yourself, like you were saying, like you coming from the place that you're coming from, like where you came from, and where Marcus came from, where I came from, where Matt came from. It'd be a lot easier for us to go and access that over there versus a black woman. I'm not, and I agree with you that I'm not saying that black women can't, but the likelihood of that happening, it ain't the same as us. That's why when you look at the totem pole on who's the most desired, black men are at the top of that, but then the black women are at the bottom of that totem pole. That's why it's different. So that's what Paul Pierce is saying. Is like, no, black men have
I probably misunderstood the way he was speaking then, because it just kind of sounded like he was just saying the black woman just ass out, like y'all can't do shit. And it's like, nah, like, you know, not to put a bubble on some of the people, but like a lot of the black women that you do see with the white dudes, they got on them dusty ass wigs from the 40s still. Like,
that's
you
true.
know, like when you see them, it's like, okay, well, y'all look cool and I'm happy for y'all, because realistically what you got going on, we don't want that over here. No way. Like,
yeah,
technology that came a ways. We got lace front with glue on edges, and you still got on that
they be like Candace
Sunday
Owens.
morning tambourine wig, you know what I mean? So
nah, they don't look like Candace Owens at all. The more way he talking about.
No.
Or like her type though.
Hey man, Candace still a go. Don't you ever disrespect Candace.
Yeah. Hey,
but she's the type that only fucks with like white dudes.
Mark like this. You got a disdain for Candace.
I know he do.
I don't like her a lot,
but hey, I'm gonna fight for people from my town, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Shit.
She from the Bronx, baby. Her and Cardi B, you can get it together for all I give a damn. But no, not necessarily Candace. Like, to be honest, I ain't really trying to throw too many people to the forefront and just hit them with the damn bus. But a lot of people that you do see, especially the ones with, okay, so I'll say a lot of black women that go with white men that are just average white men, like not the white men that's like, they call him white chocolate, you know. He has all the, I wouldn't say traits, but he acts as if he's black, so to speak. Not those, just the regular 9-to-5, you know, serial killer mugshot, normal ass white dude that you see on a Dateline movie or something, on Dateline or a Lifetime movie or something. Those dudes, the women that normally end up with them, they look dated. Like, you could take any of them women and throw them in the cast of The Color Purple, and you would have thought that movie was literally shot in 1938. I'm not. It's like they swag is off. They need a personal stylist. They date it. You know what I mean? Versus like you might get a preppy black woman that, you know, she probably just didn't want to tolerate some of the things that came with toxic black guy. She never cared to look for a well-rounded black guy. She might end up with like an Asian or something. And you see her and you're like, okay, she still got a swag. So like, damn, why she have to take all that across the street? Like, damn. I hope Buddy treating her well, because shit, we bring her back to the hood in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you might get one that run off with a Latino dude, and it's like, damn, Buddy doing his thing. Like, shit, he done came to the hood and snatched our queen, huh? Like, we can't even hate on him, because shit, at least he taking care of her. But then I don't know what it is about some of the ones that go with the white dudes. If y'all start paying attention in traffic, they just had this rustic, ancient look to them. It's like, yo, y'all drug this one out the backwoods somewhere. Like those sons still got the wires under it.
And no, and that also just kind of goes to the point too, though. There's always you could point directly at a black chick, you're like, yeah, she definitely with a white dude. And
Yeah.
but there are a lot of instances as well. You will see a black dude, you be like, nigga, I ain't even know you was with a white chick, or that chick, or this chick. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I could have sworn you was with a black chick. You know what I'm saying? So that right in itself just kind of speaks to the point that the pool is different.
Okay,
Yeah, there are some black dudes. Yeah, you know, they'll get the white girl who acts like the black chick. Cool, we get that too. But then there are also some black dudes that you would look at and you like, nigga, you got your trad wife, my G. You got you a latte pumpkin spice drinking motherfucker. You got you one of them matcha drinking. All right, that's what's up. Like, I ain't expecting, you know what I'm saying, she'll stay at home. I'm like, nigga, she full on white girl. She barely know rap. She barely know rap. If she do know rap, she know the Usher from the 2000s. That's the only one. You know, any new rap, she don't know, like, she almost green to the black community. and you like, how you get that? So there are situations like that, and I've seen many of them. Me able to be in a position where I was able to go to public school that was predominantly black, but then also transition over to a predominantly white school, and I seen it time and time again in Alabama. So I'm like, interesting.
Well, shit, you play sports too, so you really seen it.
Oh yeah, facts.
Like sports at a college level. I ain't gonna say I ain't play sports, but I ain't do the whole college route. So
yeah. So yeah, you
high school. But yeah,
all that shit, bro. That shit crazy.
Yeah, because you know, when I say white folks that present black, you got that comedian Gary Owens. I think he on his third black wife now. But
that motherfucker won't stop, bro.
That boy going through it like a black man. But hey, some of the shorties he pick up is like, all right, my boy, I see you. You know what I'm saying?
You doing your thing, big dog.
You got you something slim and trim. I see you. I see Mac with the mic on. What we got? What's popping, Mac?
Man, in general, I think sometimes I think women only focus on a certain thing, right? So it's like you got these guys that like I was saying, playing basketball and all that type of stuff. They look at that subset and see where they go. And you got majority of them are with black women. It's proximity. The majority of them are with black women. They only focus on the men that get with somebody outside the race. And they say, y'all black men, y'all this, that, and the third. It's not true. It's a coping mechanism for them not to actually look at themselves. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a coping mechanism because if you actually look at the data, statistics, it's in proximity. We black men, we are with black women. When it came to voting, majority of black men voted for Kamala. It's just we always together. They always only want to focus on a small amount of people that divert to another race or whatever, and that's the focal point of black men. Not majority of them that they pass by on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, but I have beef with that whole Kamala shit.
And hold on, one other thing is the reason why some of these, just like what y'all were talking about, you got people like Courtney. We grew up together, and he went to a school that was a bunch of white chicks. Proximity. He probably gonna smash a couple dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you got a lot of kids that grow. It's not even them. It's their parents. They parents set them up that way, and they only around people outside of black people. And what you think they gonna do? What you think they just got like in their genes? It's just gonna just happen? No, it's not. They've been around that. That's what they do. So then, if they are prodigy, especially when it comes to sports, they've been around white people all their goddamn life.
You talking about black people?
Yeah, black dudes that they outside their race.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
They especially because that's what. Anytime we have these conversations, what is their example? Women example of men dating white women.
Athletes or someone with money. Athletes or somebody with money.
It's athletes. That's all they look at. So if you think about it, a lot of the athletes they've been in these predominantly PWIs their entire life. It's proximity. But the thing about it is, if they look at it from a holistic point, majority of black men are with black women. Majority.
I got a question for you on that, Matt.
With that.
So in the avenue of race relations and the parents setting their children up to be in proximity with, I mean, I know it sounds weird in modern times, but with others.
Right.
Would you say that the parents equally failed their children by not still equally searching out like a more wealthier class of black more wealthier class of black families that have children in the age range of their children to at least once it's time for relationships, be like, hey, I don't necessarily care that, your school's predominantly white, blah, 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 but these people over here are like us and they're successful. This is who you should settle down with. Like, you think they fail their kids and not coaching them to at least still stay within the community, even though you're affluent?
I'm not the type of person that say you got to stay within the community and all this stuff, but you can't be like, you go on all the way on the other side of the pendulum. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's plenty of successful black people around. Why you gotta always bring them around people that don't look like us? It's a lot of us that's successful. Why can't they conjugate in? You know what I'm saying? Why they can't do that?
But let's not kick it. Let's kick it real though. I mean, my high school was 100% black. I'm from Mississippi, so like I didn't know white people until I moved here, man. So let's not act funny. Like, if you go to these black schools, especially the ones who are like upper, like educated and think they're smart and shit, they don't fuck around with a lot of black people. Like, you can't really get in those groups unless you are in the apex and those classes where it's those advanced classes. Like, a lot of those cats just won't fuck with you. So we gotta act like it's not like it's all like, yo, you go to black school, it's gonna be, you're gonna get around people who are doing well and all sort of shit. Like, even that situation, you gotta fit in with them too.
Well, the thing about it is it's on the effort of the parents at the end of the day. Like, you as a kid, you grew up the way you grow up, and you think things played out how you think. But the parents are the actual ones that have the final say. Did they do their research? Did they say, hey, I want to have my kids, okay, I'm gonna put them in a what I deem is a better school, but what's the demographic at the school? Do they got a pocket of us there so they can have some kind of normalcy or whatever? You know what I'm saying? That's not happening.
But a lot of times, if you're in like an area where it's like a lot of predominantly like black schools, like areas, a lot of times, it's a lot of like, I don't say gang violence, but they try to put their kids in schools where they're not having to experience all that type of stuff or get caught up into it. Because, like I tell you, like when I was going to school, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was big as fuck, but I'm soft. I was just nice, you know what I mean? And I did not fit in at all. I'm gonna tell you, 100%. I did not fit in. Motherfuckers always want to test me and shit, wanted to fight. I hated it. You know what I mean? I go to a white school. When I came here, I fucking love that shit, bro. Because it was nothing. It was not even close to the same. Like, it was everyone getting along. Everyone's doing, what they have to do. Like I said, so it really just depends on the kid too, and like what your experience is gonna be. So I mean, I understand on both ends, but like, I mean,
well, it's not black and white. It's not an easy fix. It's a lot of nuances in everything. But my whole thing, what I was saying with this topic, is the way a lot of black women try to position men that's dating outside the race. They feel like men just chose it. It's not that they chose it. It's majority of the time it's proximity. Majority.
Well, my thing with the proximity, and the reason I had even asked that question was you get a lot of other cultures that do come, and I mean, they might acquiesce to their environment, but at days end, they still lock in with each other. I mean, I'm not saying that we should bring arranged marriages and stuff back, but so like, let's use a microcosm like the Bay Area in California, for example. I'm sure a lot of people probably know about the Bay. Like, that's a melting pot of melting pots where, if you talk to somebody on the phone, you might not know what they are until you see them in person. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, no matter how ghetto the Asian boy, his parents might influence him to end up with another Asian woman. And, likewise, you have the Indian community and all this other stuff. They normally try and keep you within your community, whether it just be easier because you guys all grew up on the same traditions, morals, or whatever, or however, you know, it is behind the scenes as to why they feel like that's a need for that to be done versus, you know, I don't necessarily see us as black people necessarily doing that. It's kind of like, you know, we just raise our kids and whatever y'all do, we support you in what you do. And there's no like guidance, so to speak, as to, hey, I'm not telling you that you absolutely have to marry a black person, but please do your best and try, and, you know, you a brother, save a sister, you know what I mean? Like each one teach one kind of thing. Like nobody's on the forefront going out and like, oh, hey, it's just like, okay, whatever you do, and we just gonna accept whatever come with it. Like,
I believe for the most part we do, right? I think a lot of us as black people, we tend to have this thing that we focus on the anomalies, but at the same time, us as black people, we cannot just like ignore the fact that, you know, within black women and everything, they are making more money, all that type of stuff, right? So it's one of those things where there has been a dynamic shift in dating. There has been a shift. You can't say that women are more empowered, make more money, X, Y, Z, this, that, and third, blah, 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 and think that the dating market just not going to change. It's going to change. People going to adapt to it. I think the situation is how to tie it into what we're talking about right now is most of us look at, because these changes are going on, instead of looking at the changes that's going on and how the dynamic is changing, we're trying to find something to blame. Especially like with women, they say, "Oh, we make more money, we more empowered, X, Y, Z. Y'all just going to white women and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah." That's not the case, because a lot of things can be true at one time. Just because these dudes with some white women, it doesn't mean that they just don't want to deal with, you know, black women. They just been around a different subgroup of people their entire life. It's just proximity.
But the thing is, the reason why I wouldn't necessarily, when it comes to black people, call it an anomaly, I forget which celebrity it is, but they literally named this white effect of this whitewashing of blackness after her. Because it's like, oh, you see her and she black as hell, and then you go down 3 generations and everybody, I mean, on paper, they gonna still be Negro, but you look at them and they don't look a lick of black anymore because they didn't already, you know, outsource their genetics elsewhere to other communities and been overpowered. And it's like, yeah, their hair might still be nappy, but they blonde hair, blue eye now. You know what I'm saying? So like every time it goes down a generation in the family reunion, it's like the printer running out of toner.
Well, that was a point of period in the time where black people, when they was trying to get it out the mud, they had to assimilate in order to do what they had to do. So that was way back in the day. Right now, it's a whole different situation. You don't have to look like it. You don't have to do it. You can just be you and make money these days. Back then, I understand what you're saying, but that person, when they were saying what they were saying, it was back of assimilation, because white was right. In order for us to go through Jim Crow, the civil rights movement, all that type of stuff, it was like we had to assimilate on a certain, I ain't gonna say 100%, but it was a certain level of assimilation, right? So where we at currently right now, it's not the case. It's not the case. Everybody got a choice. Women are liberated. They can do whatever they want to do. Even black women, they can do whatever they want to do. You as a man, you can do whatever you want to do. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. But for some reason, everybody want to have a crutch and an excuse for the reason why things are not going the way they want it.
So
that's straight up what is going on. So you got some women that say, "Hey, Black men, they going to people outside our race. That's not true. That's a crutch because majority of black men in proximity of black women, majority of us are together. Majority.
Do we think that those stereotypes that did get formed, or those subclasses or whatever, do we think some of that happened because like lower and middle class are more focused on survival than, I guess you could just say, thriving? Like we so focused on trying to pay bills and all that we don't have enough time to sit down with our families and actually coach and guide?
No, because we had way less before and we was way more focused till we got where we at right now. We got way more.
Yeah, but back then too, it's like, even because like the reason I kind of brought that up too is like a lot of people's families nowadays, nobody sits at like a dinner table anymore. Like you can go to the homie's house sometimes, they don't even own a dinner table no more. Like everybody come to the kitchen, get their food, and go to their room. Like like even inside of the household itself, there's no family community. It's not communal in the family inside just the building growing up, let alone in the neighborhood. And then as you spread your reach further and further, where some other cultures, they still make it a point to, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Put that phone down, put that tablet down, come sit at this table. How was your day? Well, you know what I mean? Like, do we kind of lose our way that way too? Because I know back in the day we had less, but we still were more communal, family wise, to where, hey, even if the OG was out for 15 hours a day, when he get home, everybody eating, and we gonna sit down and talk about the day or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta look at it from this standpoint, man. When we was growing up, just like you were saying with the iPad and all that type of stuff, there was enforcers when we had family functions. You can't do that. Put that up. Hey, there was you had if you was a child or if you was just a regular person, they had enforcers around the house. Like we keeping the tradition up. That's not going on no more because everybody can do whatever they want to do and nobody want to offend nobody.
Everybody's selfish. Yeah, everybody's just selfish. Nobody cares.
Nobody want to offend nobody. You can't tell nobody something. Just like if your child is on the phone at school, it's not a situation where they look at the teacher like good looking. Thank you for telling me that my child was acting bad, so you to help me out. So that's a different lens that I got to teach my child about something. It's not that no more. It's like, how dare you? You don't pay the bill for my phone. How you take my child's phone? It's like, well, he being disruptive or she being disruptive. It's a whole different situation. So when it comes to the whole dating aspect and all that type of stuff, I'm trying to keep it back to the situation.
I get what you're saying.
It's like, can't nobody tell nobody anything no more. If you actually have a conversation where you have some people that can look at things from a objective standpoint, subjective or whatever, but they can actually engage in conversation. I don't think most people can go back and forth, so you can extrapolate like, hey, I might be off on this.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Is everybody is right. So if now it's a situation where because I disagree with you, I don't fuck with you because I don't fuck with you because you don't believe what I believe. So now if you was to look at that in like the relationship aspect is like what we talking about with the interracial dating aspect. Most, like I keep saying, most black men get with black women. Most black women get with black men. But for some reason, we always want to look at the small amount, which is usually the ball players, that is a nuance. That's a small factor because for them to get to where they was at, usually they was around a bunch of white folks to get to where they at today. You see what I'm saying? That's why I keep saying proximity.
I don't necessarily agree with that part either, bro.
Well, I ain't saying most, but I'm saying what they focusing on.
Well, who focusing on?
The people that say black men are getting with white women. They only focus on the men that's actually getting with white women. But I said it before, most black men that are in the NBA, NFL, all that stuff, have black wives or black significant others.
But I think the ultimate point of the topic though is the market at which, the range at which men have versus women.
What exactly? So that's why I had said before, yes, men are, I would say black men are more marketable, because I said, even I think what it was like China or Japan, where they saying black men, you know, they trying to procreate and all that type of stuff. It's this thing that yes, black men are more desirable, but if I was to say that, black women be like, we trying to down them. That's not the case.
Oh, I got you.
We only like hearing what we hearing and experiencing what we experiencing, right? If we walk, like if you go to if you walk down the street and you a black man, you got yourself together and all that type of stuff, most women don't care what color you are unless you in Kentucky somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If you deep down south, they is not rocking with that. You know what I'm saying?
Like backwood type shit.
Backwood type stuff. But if you go to like populated areas and all that type of stuff, I done heard so many like women of different ethnic groups say that they rock with black men because they're resilient, they treat them right and all that type of stuff, right? So now we have that. Then we get with the women that have a tendency to pick a certain demographic of men. So they have their viewpoint of who black men that they date, and they like black men they not like that, but that's the black men they date. It's not the men like the situation what we just said, the nerd.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see how she was talking about? Yeah, I'm in my back. You know, I'm kicking it. Get you a nerd.
Yeah,
that's what those other ethnic groups. That's the black men they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So if those ethnic groups can see that nerd, this and that and third, and it's like right now it's a news alert for women. Get you a nerd. They've been bypassing the nerds all the time, but the other ethnic groups were like, "Hey man, black men that got this going on, they don't look at them as nerds. They look at them as them being sufficient men. They just good men. They don't look at them as nerds. Our black women say we nerds. I ain't saying.
I ain't gonna say black women. I say the culture says.
I say the culture based off what your interest and everything. They call you a nerd. Mm-hmm. People of the ethnic groups, they not calling you a nerd. They calling you a man that's doing what they supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? Just because you have certain interests that's out the norm, they don't look at that. That's some nerd stuff. They just like that's just a hobby that they like. But he paying the bills. He's X, Y, and Z. He's smart. They ain't saying he a nerd. They saying he's smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But our ethnic group, right, get you a nerd when they done been done. See, she said it. She used to deal with dude with dirty socks. How you notice it? Like she saw that they had dirty socks and she still was on her back getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking about in the beginning. But you have I ain't saying the other ethnic group is better. I'm saying the falsehood that you have a small demographic of men that's dating outside the race, but you got a lot of women that are getting with the nerds and all that stuff and everything good or whatever. But with social media, what's driving social media, you have I guess like a social engineering thing that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like if in the real world, I think most women rock with dudes that's self-sufficient, smart, doing what they supposed to do. That's a good dude. But on social media, it just seems as though that I have to give my unsolicited viewpoint TED talk to talk about how toxic I am, and then I found a guy that rocked with my toxicness. And then guess what? What that lady did? She just gave a confirmed bias to the women that talk to us all the time. My man is out there somewhere. But majority of the women are not going to get that guy. They not.
See,
So
my problem.
it's just this falsehood. My bad. I'm gonna say this. It's this falsehood when it comes to the ethnic group. What we talking about? It's this falsehood that black men in drove are just getting with women of other ethnic groups. That's not the case. It's not the case. But women have the boogeyman complex. They only look at the men they can't have that's toxic, and they say that man that type of man get with this other ethnic group, and they place it all on us. And that's not even the case.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hey, if I do end up with a woman that's outside my race, it's not a situation where I said, F y'all. It just happened. How I don't understand how that's not being talked about. It just happened. We don't never talk about like it just happened. I was minding my own business and we just started kicking it and everything was good. I wasn't looking at nothing crazy, but we started fucking with each other. And it started going good. Oh shit. She rocked with me. Just so happens she not black. Why can't we talk about that?
So that's also true. I think to be honest with you, I think that is what's happening more so than a lot of men out here that are saying, man, fuck these black chicks. I'm just old nigga. I'm done with them. I think more so it was just a luck of the draw. They were chilling. They were at a bar or Starbucks or wherever they were at the time, grocery store. And he just so happened to find Shorty was kind of cute, and they had a random conversation. Next thing you know, one thing led to another. Now they together. They've been together for years. And so it was never, he was just, I'm out here searching for white girls. And to be honest, it's the same thing when it comes to black on black relationships. A lot of these relationships, niggas just ain't out here like, bro, I'm just searching for a black girl. It just naturally happen. You see a fine shorty, you talking to her, you have a conversation, y'all kicking it, y'all vibing together. It's like, damn, this shorty dope. And she's like, damn, I fuck with him, he a good dude. And y'all end up being together. That's typically how the relationships normally work out. Ain't nobody out here just really just seeking just to be seeking, just to be like, oh well, I'm with this race over here just because I really hate this, I despise this race over. Nah, it just fucking happened, bro.
And then what tends to happen when your homeboy tell you that he done found somebody, his head hanging down. He be like,
yup, that dropped in, man.
I done found somebody, bro.
Yep.
Damn, you done found somebody? Yeah. Men know what that mean though. Like if we had some women on the panel, they'd be like, duh, oh.
Mm-hmm.
When men hang our head down, we're like, I found it.
Yep.
You'll be like, damn, you found it, bro? Yup. What it means is I'm hanging my player card up. I found them, and I'm really in it. I'm really in it. So if this don't go right, yeah, I might be a different person on the other side of this.
Yeah.
I might be a different person on the other side of this. And
women
look at it as you regretting it. No, it's like we don't regret it. It's like I'm all the way in because I done found it. But if this don't go right, it's gonna change me.
Yep.
It's gonna change me. It's gonna change me because like men, we do what we do and everything, but when we find that one, dog, it is over with. Now, the thing about it is, I'm always gonna try to put it back to the conversation. It doesn't matter who it is. I done seen a person that I went to high school with none of the black women was rocking with him. He was like 7 foot, not 7 foot. He was tall. He was like 6'8", 9", something like that. He tall, bro. Trash at basketball. Trash. Trash, bro. Like he trash.
Why you play that man like that?
No, but what I'm saying is he tall. All the women say they want a tall man, all that type of stuff. Black women, and I went to my high school was nothing but black women. Nothing. It was just straight black women. It was just black people. You know what I'm saying? Women weren't rocking with him. They did not rock with him. He was in the anime. He was into all these other stuff and this, that, and the third. But he was quiet. He was chilling. You wouldn't know this unless you actually talked to him. Nobody wanted to talk to him because he was real reserved. He was a tall, gentle giant. He a pastor now, and he's married to a white woman. I have not seen all those women that we was in school with. They used to pick on him. They used to say what they say. When he got married to that white lady, that's when they started talking. Oh, he should have tried harder. No, y'all wasn't rocking with him. And it just so happened he probably was just on his own thing. And just so happened he met her and it organically grew. And she took the time to rock with him and all that type of stuff. I don't understand why we can't talk about that. I don't know why we always got to talk about it's some self-hate stuff that's going on.
Yeah, that's facts.
Genuinely just keep me and my wife. I was on this situation where I'm just chilling. I wasn't looking for no girlfriend, nothing like that. And it just happened. And I had to take off the market because she was a good woman. I said, shit. I talked to Courtney. He know. Hey, come here. It's over with. I'm hanging it up. It's over with. You sure you want? He ain't say you sure you want to do that, but that's what most do. You sure? When the dude be like, I'm good, that's when you be like, oh, she's good. Yeah,
he's straight.
Hey, bro, do what you gotta do, dog. You ain't even ashamed about putting your player call up. You ain't mad. She must be, and that's what it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. And I think majority of the time it is that.
Yeah.
But everybody want to focus on the bad stuff so they can have some content. Bruh, Raw, I know you didn't see this shit. I done got my second win. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1:30 my time. If you were to see, I don't know what's going on with my algorithm. If you were to see the topics that's going on TikTok of having a conversation, I feel like I'm dumbing down myself if I was to get on the panel.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
I feel like I'm dumbing down myself. They have topic is, are men really necessary to raise a child? This would be
what do you think that they know though?
The argument that women are saying that men don't take care of their children, and that's the reason why children are the way they are today. But they asking men aren't, bro. I'm saying they real serious about this. Mm-hmm. They like men are not needed. Prove me otherwise. They having the same Charlie Kirk situation. Prove to me that men are needed. And then when you start giving the things the reason why they need it, they devalue it and say that that's not the case. Well, now you can't argue with stupidity. That's the reason why I kind of stopped getting on these TikTok panels, because you can't argue with room 9 people that used to be in school and they classroom was next to the principal office. and they had lunch earlier than everybody, and they had snack right after lunch.
Well, even then though, with the dynamics between men and women,
Courtney, you can laugh, dog. You can laugh, dog. Dog, how you have snack after lunch, bro?
a problem I seen with the men
And
and
they
women
took their
dynamic
medicine.
is you brought up like Kamala earlier, which for one, she's not black. We need to stop being all inclusive. Everybody that's brown ain't black. I'm sorry. Just because your skin got some tint don't mean that you in the club. So we need to stop that. But on the other end, just like, okay, if we've ruled out that men have a further reach than the women do, as far as the topic that we were on, that conversation that was being had,
Yeah.
I always found it funny that women have no problem demonizing the man that gets a woman outside of the race, but they'll double back and big up a woman that leaves the race and gets somebody from outside the race. And it's really, really, really stupid to me. And that's another reason when it even came down to this past election and everybody was trying to big up Kamala just because she stole a seat at the HBCU and all this other stuff. I'm like, she's not even married to a black dude. So why are y'all praising this, knowing that this is something that y'all demonize in y'all own homes? Like,
Nah, you really don't like Kamala, bro. Like, I think every night you bring her ass up, boy.
Well,
I do
my
not.
thing is, if we gonna go back down to the brass American tax of black African American, she's not in the club. Now, people don't study their history or knowledgeable enough to know things. There's a lot of Indian people that come over and they get in those HBCUs and all that and use up seats that could have been used for our brothers and sisters because they still fall under the class of minority, and because they brown enough, they get in. So yeah, I don't like cosplay artists when we trying to realistically. I know we joke a lot on social media and everybody's invited to the cookout that, do 1 or 2 nigga key points. We need to suspend all cookout invites for the next 10 years and fix what the fuck we got going on.
Shit, nah, 20.
Hey, if you want to put an extension on it, that's cool too. But
fuck that.
For at least a dub, I mean, shit. It's people that was fucking 2 weeks away from getting their papers and they was sitting here for 10 years and now they're deemed illegal and they getting the boot. We need to fix the dynamics of our house before we keep inviting people to the cookout.
Me personally, I don't think we gotta fix nothing. I think it's already what it's gonna be. Sitting here trying to teach people and try to if you're more informed about certain things, trying to tell them stuff and they fight you on everything. Those are the people you're not trying to touch. Pause.
Yeah, but when you fix a thing, you reserve the right to kick people out.
But at the same time, I think we what I wish could happen, and we can close out. What I wish could happen is us as black people being like how we used to be, right? Like on what's the Apollo. When you heard dumb shit in Apollo, you get booed and all that type of stuff. You said some dumb shit. That's not the case no more, right? When you hear dumb shit these days, I think people need to get booed when they start saying some dumb shit. When they say, we don't need men to raise, we don't need men to raise children. We can do it by ourselves. You need the sandman to come sweep their ass off, like while they on the microphone, sweep their ass off that bitch and say they on some dumb shit, and everybody collectively be like, "That's dumb. Why wouldn't you have a man in the house and a woman in the house so you can get the yin and yang?" There's no way you're gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I can raise my child by myself," but they don't understand the male process when we grow up. They don't understand. Yeah, you raising your child, but outside sources is the reason why he the man he is today. If he actually became successful, he was at football practice. He got a mentor. He sat back and like, damn, I've been missing out on some shit. I'm thinking like a bitch. I need to get that bitch assness out my ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't think most women understand that if they got a successful man that they grew, that they raised at a certain point at their time of their life, they said, "I need to get that bitch assness up out me." You don't think so?
Nah. You had a pause moment there. My G said that bitch ass. That bitch ass not my ass.
Oh, get that bitch assness. Oh, my bad.
It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock.
I'm just saying.
Nah,
I'm just saying, like most guys, they get to a certain point, they say, I gotta get that bitch assness about, out my system. I'm acting like a bitch. I'm sensitive. I react crazy and this, that, and the third. But I'm looking at these guys of this certain caliber, and they move totally different. Hey, I need a mentor, and they give you they give you the gems, and you go in that stage of learning and all that type of stuff, and then they become the man who they are.
I just think women that talk like that should be blacklisted from buying body parts.
Huh?
Women that talk like that should be blacklisted from buying body parts.
What you mean? Hold on, what you mean?
So when I say that,
BBLs?
No, not the BBLs. When I'm saying that is
somebody
that actually know them in real life need to go to their house and throw all their toys in the blender.
Got
you. And they should be blacklisted from being able to purchase them. And then all the men in their life should never get them schlong a day after.
Yeah.
If men ain't shit, then you don't deserve dick. Nothing that's dick shaped. That rolls, none of that.
That's a good point.
That is a good point, because if men wasn't necessary, why you got all them toys?
Why you playing with man parts?
Go get a bean and flick your bean with it and see how that work out.
That ain't enough, dog.
Yeah, we know that, because they listen. I think at this point, a lot of these women, they have such a disdain to the point where it's kind of like how Jazz is with Anton, right? She hates the nigga so much that she loves him, right?
She really loved that dude, bro.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with a lot of these women. They love men so much to the point where they hate them. So they gotta talk. They gotta say everything that's egregious about them because they love them so much. Because they know damn well in reality they can't live without a man. It sound good. It sound good in paper. It sound good. You can, you drinking wine. You and your girls cheering you on. They championing this shit while y'all sitting there watching Baddies Club on fucking TV at the same time. It sound good, bro. But in real life, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit don't work.
Courtney, how much crab legs can you eat?
I don't know, bro.
That's all they talk about, crab legs. But I agree with you. I think most women that have a problem with the rhetoric that a lot of men say, they actually rock with them.
Yeah.
Because you want to know why, Courtney?
They
Why
tune
so
in.
many women was calling into Kevin Samuel's show? It's something they like that shit, bro. There's no way if he was such a bad guy, he wouldn't even have a show if y'all didn't call. If y'all was like he's saying some bullshit, y'all wouldn't come up on the show.
That's what
they kept calling. They kept trying to prove him wrong, but at the same time, that's the data issue that they needed to hear, and they knew they needed to hear it.
Yeah, they were just misguided.
And that's my thing.
They were misguided, and they just knew all the shit that my well, I ain't gonna say me. I'm acting as them. All my girlfriends keep saying I should do this X, Y, Z. This shit ain't working.
But what don't make sense to me is that if you really got a hatred for men, right? If you really got a hatred or a prejudice towards men, right?
Why you still deep?
Why you still talking about them? Why you still dealing with them on any sort of level? Why you still dealing with them? Why are you still trying to date these men? Why you still keep talking about you want your man? Why you still talking about what a good man at? If you really have this disdain for men, why are you still talking about it? Because last time I checked, if you dislike something, you're going to remove yourself completely from the situation. You ain't going to talk about them. You ain't going to think about them. You ain't going to bring them up at all. You're going to completely remove yourself from that situation. That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense to me.
What you just said, you just brought a good point. And I think we had a conversation about this, like in a previous situation. I think the lady that had went to a singles event with the church,
Yeah.
You have, like I keep saying, I'd rather see a servant and hero any day. The men are staying true. They at the crib. Right? The women say, I'm happy being single. I'm single by choice and this, that, and the third. But they always having a problem. The men at the crib. Where the men at? Y'all said they were too broke. And being broke is subjective. So they at the house.
They at the house.
Go to the single event and be around y'all and deal with the shit that I deal with all the time.
They go to work, they come home, they either playing a video game, they chilling, watching TV, watching the game, or they probably on podcasts, doing live streams, doing whatever. They out of the fucking way, bro.
They done put some shit on the grill. They having a good ass time. They done got them a little drink.
Right, they chilling. They out the way.
Until they find a chick that is like, it just happened organically. That's why I keep trying to make everything flow, because just like what we were talking about, just so happened, talk to a chick at the taco shop. She kicking it. Hey, how you doing? She started texting me like, oh, she applying pressure. Oh shit. Oh, let me see what she talking about. All right, cool. We talking. We got a lot of stuff in common. We kicking it and all that type of stuff. And it just organically happened. I was at the crib.
Yep.
But it just organically happened. She putting pressure. I put pressure. And we just grew this thing. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nobody talk about first days, buy me shit, or you gotta put me.
They just want to be around you, bro.
They just having a conversation, man. They just talking to you. It's organic, bro. All this podcast shit of, hey man, you need to pay me this, or you need to make sure I respect. I demand gifts on the man. Listen, bro. All that shit is fake. All that shit is fake news. That's bullshit. At the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, the person that you're gonna meet is gonna be an organic meet. You're gonna meet them at an event, you're gonna meet them at the bar, you're gonna meet them at the grocery store, you may meet them in the drive-thru. Wherever you meet them at, it's gonna be an organic situation. They get the number, y'all have a conversation, y'all may go out or whatever the case may be, and it goes from there. Like, stop with the bullshit, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing more tonight. For the men that's looking for women that like to cook, I'm gonna tell you where y'all need to go. Go to a farmer's market and look at their basket.
Facts.
If they got shit in the basket that you don't even know what it is, they throw down.
What you
gonna do with that?
That's the question you gotta ask. Hey, what you gonna do with that? Like, she know what she doing.
They gonna throw down. Don't go to Publix and they got frozen shit in their basket and juice and Hawaiian Punch. They not cooking. If you get a chick and they got Hawaiian Punch in their basket, she not cooking.
Thanks.
She not cooking. But if you go to the farmers market, they got some fresh cilantro, they got fresh oregano, they got fresh thyme, they got roots, ginger roots in that thing. They didn't got the fish. They sitting here pointing at the fish people. Hey, I need it like this. They know what the fuck they doing.
They done been there before. They done been places.
Look, they know what they doing.
They know their way around the kitchen. You understand me?
Exactly. If a chick, if she's staying away from everything, she don't know how to cook, bro. If you want a chick that, I'm telling you, and those chicks that know how to cook, they have a different way about themselves.
Facts.
Just like how we be saying, like, hey, you need to meet men. You want the rich dude? They got money. Maybe you need to go to the golf course, learn how to play a little bit, and because they got money and all that type of stuff. If y'all want a chick that can cook and they got manners and all that type of shit, go to the farmers market and look at their basket. If they got shit in the basket that you can't even cook, you don't even know what the fuck they gonna do with that shit, holla at them. What you about to do with that?
To change your whole diet.
Tell y'all. Don't
Well, my
go
good
to Walmart.
Tonight was fire. We went a little bit long because Matt be going, man. When he get his second win, you know what I'm saying?
I got my second win now.
He got a second win.
It's
Hold up,
Miss
Molly, she said, "Bros, can you tell us something positive to keep us going strong, even though it's just Tuesday?"
I think everybody should give something positive for people to make it through the week. I think that's a good thing to do.
Which y'all got? Keep it brief though.
I would say I'm going through some stuff right now. I ain't told nobody nothing crazy. I ain't got no life threatening thing, but I would say this. I wouldn't say keep all your don't keep your eggs in one basket. In the words of Kobe, why the fuck you can't make no more eggs? You know what I'm saying? So make more eggs. And how I translate that is, if you're going through a difficulty that you got going on right now, it's only gonna make you stronger because you're gonna face other difficulties after that. And once you go through this difficulty, it's gonna make it easier when you go to that next step of difficulty, and you'll be able to progress better. Don't let a minor setback of your plan identify you as a person as a failure. Do your work. Do what you're supposed to do. Faith without work, we already know that saying. Do the work. Leave it up to God. If it's not happening, it's going to lead you in the right thing, because all the work that you're doing is going to be reciprocated full time in a different way. I'm a living proof of it. I got one bad news this week, and I had two good things that put me in a good position at the same day. The same day, because I was doing everything I'm saying right now. So just keep on being positive. Stay positive. I know I said a bunch of nothing, but
Yeah, I mean, I say keep it brief. This thing went on for about 3 minutes.
Hey man, I'm feeling it. I'm pissed off. Hey, look, I heard some bad news. I'm pissed off, but at the same time, I got good news too. So it's kind of like it's like this.
The count kind of balances itself out.
Yeah,
what you got, Rob?
What I really got is if you study nature, you realize everything comes in seasons. There's always a vast amount of growth after a storm. So just because things might seem doomy and gloomy at the moment doesn't mean that something greater isn't coming on the other side of that. So it still kind of piggybacks off what Macaroni said. Stay positive, stay grinding. Don't give up. Don't let things get you down in the moment, because overall, life is a big picture. And if we put it in the terms of a television, don't stay focused on the one burnt out pixel and miss the entire picture on the screen. It's bigger than the little things that you're going through today. So all I really got is, if you're going through some doom and gloom, keep pushing on. I promise you there's growth on the other side. After every winter is spring.
And don't get too busy for your mom and dad. Call them.
And I keep it even briefer. Control the controllables. Don't worry about the uncontrollables. Simple as that. Control what you can control. Don't worry about what you can't control. Simple as that.
That's exactly what I'm going through, Court. I'm gonna have to hit you up tomorrow and tell you about the bullshit, but that's exactly what's going on, bro.
That's a bet.
Thanks for the question.
For real.
That's a good one. I think we should do that more often.
Close out on a positive note
in the stream. Something positive.
That'd be dope. I'm with it.
Or we could find like a dope positive clip too.
Yeah. Instead of just all this, that's a good one.
We could talk shit about the men, the women, race, whatever. But at the end of the day, we could find like a clip and some positive stuff. A mom being good, speaking life into her son or into her man or whatever. A guy being a good dad, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I say let them hear from us.
Yep.
Let them hear from us. You know what I mean? Because you know, I don't want them to. I mean, that's cool, but you know, I want at the end of it all, when we close it, I want them to hear from us. You know what I mean? I think
I think they should hear from us because we are, you know, I ain't gonna be long. We are the people that they listening to, and they saying, "Hey, we want to hear from y'all." So I think they want to hear some real things that's going on, not 100% with us, but it's like we giving like everything gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's like they talk
just a little bit,
directly.
so they can peek through the peephole just a little bit. Like, okay,
yeah.
Ain't gonna open the door all the way in. You can't come all the way in this bit. You can just peep a little bit. Like, all right, I see what's going on. I got it. I'm with it. Well, all right, my good people. Tonight was dope. Appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with us on another night of the Banter Barter Show. Make sure you hit tomorrow for the Courtney Edgar Show. I will be live at 7:05 p.m. MST. And also, if you haven't followed the Banter Barter Show, please do so and make sure you like. And make sure you are here Friday because we will be going live again Friday. So make sure y'all are here. Same time, 7:05 p.m. It's going to be a little. You're terrific.
You got the middle finger up?
Nah, all my fingers in there.
Oh, I thought he had the middle finger. I was like, God damn.
So yeah, make sure y'all here Friday. We're gonna be live. We're gonna turn up on Friday. So we might have some guests on here too. We'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be dope. All right, my good people. So till next time, we'll holla.